Good morning. It's Friday. Emphasis on the yay. The week has come to a close. How sweet it feels. We've spent a lot of time together this week. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I am so happy that we got so much time together. I don't know, I feel like we had a blast. Good morning, Brandon. He said, it's me, your friend Tweedledum. You're Tweedledee, Brandon. Good morning, Alan Page. He said, okay, here we go. Lori Lanny, Clara, Barbara, LJ, Sweet and Low, Pokey, Danielle, all my close personal blood-related cousins and family members are in the chat this morning. Pokey Ninja said, sadly, it's Friday. Why sadly? Friday's the best day of the week. Thanks, Senor Hangout. I'm wearing my Copenhagen necklace today. I will be with you again all day today. It is just the week of block that would be me. It would be the Talia block. That is. Maria G said she still has hair envy. I take improv classes at night. Kind of a cool fact about me. Everyone loves improv comedy. It's the coolest thing you can do. But it's really late at night, like really late. So I got home and didn't brush my hair or anything this morning because I was so tired. So don't have hair envy, Maria G. You never know. You know, the grass is always greener on the other side. Last TMZ live this month. That's so crazy to think about. Yeah, today is my brother's 18th birthday. Happy birthday, Sam. I love you and I miss you. It is a good end to the month, wrapping things up here. We got celebrating a birthday. It is Friday. Tomorrow is the last day of February. 30 days hath September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, but February is the shortest one with 28 days most of the time. Leap years bring us 29. That's how I know how many days there are in a month. I learned that in kindergarten. When is the next leap year? 2028. I'm so excited. Wow. Hey, Joe. Yeah, this weekend I'm going up to the mountains. That's going to be a good weekend. Samantha said, you must be exhausted entertaining us all week every morning. Actually, it's incredibly energizing. I love to talk. I love chatting with you guys. As you can obviously tell, all I do is run my mouth. You'd think you'd be exhausted, but it's like working out a muscle. It feels good. It's like going to the gym, practice, get some reps in, just talking. It's great. Oh, it's every presidential election year? Do they do that on purpose? The leap year? That's actually really interesting. That's really interesting. Maria G. Yeah. Every general election year is a leap year. That's actually a really cool fun fact. I didn't actually ever put, I guess, 2 and 2 together. Irma is born on a leap day? Oh my God, Irma, so what are you, like 7 years old? That's so fun. I love that. Wow, I always wondered if my birthday was on a leap year, like, which day do you celebrate your birthday, Irma? I'm really curious. Do you do, like, February, March? And then what astrological sign are you? Is there, like, a special secret one for people born on a leap day? Huh. Really interesting. Good stuff. Oh, my goodness, NM Rock Chick. Good morning from sunny southern New Mexico, going to be in the 80s today. I talked to my family this morning, and my mom's like, yeah, there's still snow on the ground in New York City from 3 weeks ago. Great. Brandon said, see, I taught you something. It's important to learn. Lori Lanny asked if I was wearing my yellow shoes today. I'm not. I'm wearing my gold sneakers. I'm wearing gold and green. Yeah, I also heard the Paralympics is starting up. I love all the Olympic content, as you know, and I've seen so many people like hyping it up on TikTok that the Paralympics are even more incredible, and I'm really excited to watch. And I know they just released the headshots of the service dogs that are assisting Olympic athletes, and I cannot wait to see them out in action. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah. Corey asked, what's the shoe of the day? That would be my shoe of the day. A Gola. Goya. Gola. However you, I think it's 1L. Lord Lanny, thank you so much. I love a good shoe. Yeah. Today's also Pokemon Day. I was talking about this with Chris before. I have him on my docket today, so when we go to him, we can also totally, I have a video that is really funny that I really want to, not really funny, but like a really viral video that I'll show you when I chat with Chris. But he was talking about Pokemon Day this morning, and I think that's a really fun thing to chat about. Oh, good morning, TMZ. So fun. Brandon said, Talia, I imagine everyone born on leap year celebrate their birthdays on February 28th the other 3 years. Hey, Kayla Murphy. She said, I know you see me. I sure do. Yeah, who is in the chat today? Who was it? Oh, somebody said, Darren said, Talia, the Paralympic service dogs are working and not meant for petting. Yes, but I do like to see them on TV, and I do want to pet them. I feel like every time I see a service dog, yeah, I'm tempted to ruin all of his training and just go over and pet him and shake him up, you know? Speaking of, like, pushing and petting things that you're not supposed to, there's this video out of Shibuya, not Shibuya roll call, like I thought, but Shibuya crosswalk is a really famous crosswalk in Japan. And I have a really special guest to talk about this. There she blows. Hey!
Oh, me? Oh, hey, how's it going?
Ugh, I can't hear you again.
You can't hear me?
Good morning, Diva.
Good morning, Diva. How you doing? You doing okay?
Never better.
You're doing amazing.
I would be a lot better if we watched this ridiculous viral video out of Shibuya crossing Japan. Do you want to watch it?
Can we actually put it up? Is that an option? Can we actually put it up? Is that an option?
Roll it.
Roll it? Okay. Roll this clip. Look at this clip. So this girl is dancing in the middle of the... Look at that. I mean, this girl's dancing in the middle of one of the busiest crosswalks on the planet. It's obviously in Shibuya, in Tokyo, Japan. And this girl is just dancing around the middle of the street. And this woman just comes along and decks the absolute shit out of her. Honestly, it's like she's a defensive lineman. She decks the crap out of this young child. And honestly, like, you guys can murder me in the comments, but like, get out of my way. You know, like if I was the mom, it's like, what are you doing just standing there in one of the busiest crosswalks on the planet? You're gonna get decked by someone walking by. I got places to be. It's Tokyo, you know, it's basically one of the busiest cities on the planet, you know, and just a little girl right there, just bah. I mean, I understand. Obviously, the girl is okay, and the mother has made a statement saying the girl's okay. Listen, personally, I'm not for hitting children.
Really?
Hot take, I know. Maybe
that's a hot take.
You might differ, Talia. I don't really, the whole hitting children thing.
I don't think we should hit kids.
Doesn't really vibe with me. That being said, you gotta watch out for your surroundings, and if you're standing in the middle of the street.
I agree.
And all these people are walking around you, you're gonna get decked.
I think it's almost like an instant karma moment. You can, as a parent, you should be like, hey, can you like get out of the sidewalk? You're 3 years old. You need to chill with that. So not that it was cool to kick the kid down, but it wasn't wrong.
It wasn't wrong? If you were the mother, would you have done the same thing? Not the mother, but the lady in the blue trench coat?
Dude, for sure. I think, I don't think the child should have been injured. I'm glad she wasn't injured. So maybe there's a more effective way to go about that. Yeah. Like just like flicking her or pushing her. Can we play that video again? Actually, can we bring that up?
because there's something I'm interested in. How quickly and with how much force was that woman walking? Because the amount of kinetic energy transferred into that young child's body, I mean, like, she must have been walking with some weight and some speed, because she just gets catapulted into the next dimension there.
Yeah.
After she's jumping around.
That's what I'm saying.
She had to have been at least 500 pounds.
Do I hear Jim laughing?
Yeah, Jim is laughing at that.
I heard Jim talking this morning about loving this video.
Yeah, I mean, like, there is, even though I'm not for hitting kids, there is something about children falling that is funny.
Obviously, it wouldn't be funny if she got hurt.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like, you see her come at that kid with so much force, being like, dude, you're, like, get out of the way of a crosswalk.
I know. There's a lot of force that was transferred into that. She does it on purpose, too.
Yeah,
it's like
she really does.
She inches her elbow out almost to hit the kid.
Wait, Brendan said some lessons just have to be learned the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, really? I'm being told that. Yeah? Oh, the other. Okay.
What's going on?
Apparently this was premeditated, is what I'm hearing. Our people behind the scenes are saying that.
Is it Roger?
This woman had a reason to hit the kid other than the fact that this kid was standing in her way.
Damn.
So.
I think the only reason she should hit the kid is because it's in her way.
Yeah, fair enough. Talia, also, I have to admit, I'm upset.
What? No, why?
I'm upset.
You know, I don't do well when people are mad at me. What's up?
I thought I was going to be doing a different story.
I told you were doing the Japan crosswalk. Why? What story you want to do?
And then you offered me something else, and I said I want to do that.
Oh,
but it's okay.
We could talk about that really quickly.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh, I'm sure. It was on my docket. No.
Am I stealing anybody's spot right now?
No, you're not. I'm
just wondering, Talia.
Jackson is really obsessed with Benny Blanco's dirty feet, and he really, really wanted to talk about that today and just come out and tell you guys like how much he's obsessed with like disgusting dirty feet.
Yeah. I'm just wondering.
Yeah. What are you wondering?
I'm wondering how the fuck Selena Gomez is with Benny Blanco.
I wonder the same thing.
I don't get it. I genuinely don't understand. I should probably watch my language, but it is such an abhorrent concept to me.
Yeah.
That she, you know, we have two people like Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez, both beautiful people. They were destined to be together.
They were.
And after this video, I watched this video of Benny Blanco on the Friends Keep Secrets podcast with Little Dicky. And he's on, first of all, aside from the fact that he farts into a microphone.
Which, honestly, normalize that. That doesn't bother me as much as the dirty feet does for some reason.
I think it's gross. I think to fart into a microphone and then just have black soot on your feet is gross.
Yeah, he kind of has a, like a homeless vibe.
Yes. And I think when I saw this video, I realized that alternate realities might exist, and we just might be in one where Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez got married instead of Justin Bieber and Selena.
I do. He went on Jimmy Kimmel, though, and blamed the whole thing on Lil Dicky. He was like, Lil Dicky's floors were really dirty. That's why my feet were gross.
Yeah, and fair enough, but don't pull out your feet again on TV.
Zoom in is crazy.
Dude, okay, hang on. We've got Game Watch here.
Photo. Oh, yeah,
wow.
It's vile. But to be fair, like, are you a barefoot kind of person?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a socks guy.
I am barefoot. Like I love a barefoot hike, barefoot in public.
If I'm on like some grass, then yeah, sure, that's fine. Or like on the beach, you know?
Yeah, no, I think that there's an argument to be made for the barefoot community that like life happens. Like your feet are gonna get gross. That's why you take a shower at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. So I don't necessarily. It's gross on a podcast. Like maybe we should be wiping our feet before we're on camera. Mm-hmm. But you know. Life happens. Like, let your feet get gross. It means you're having a good day.
I think people are uncomfortable with the dichotomy of a man like Benny Blanco with the black dirt on his feet being with a billionaire, what some people think to be a goddess.
But you know what? Girls love a project. They like a gross, ugly, kind of weirder guy that they can be cooler than and kind of fix them up. Because she's not worried about him leaving her. You know what I mean?
I mean, Talia, if this is a project and he's a fixer-upper, the house that she's working on it's destroyed. It's crumpled. It's not. The Benny Blanco, I don't think there's anything you can do to save. I mean, you know what? Honestly, why am I hating? I'm not Benny. Maybe I'm just hating Benny Blanco because I'm not him.
Dude, if you like all of a sudden were dating like an absolute like 15 out of 10 billionaire woman. and you're just like kind of gross, that's a win to be celebrated.
That's a dream. I mean, he hit the lottery, really.
He did. And
he hit the
now
lottery.
She doesn't have to worry in a day in her life because that dork isn't going to get any other hot chicks.
I mean, that's true, yeah. There's a ratio. Like, if your partner is like, you know, down to the ground, like you're like, oh, no one's going to go for that.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm
she
just gonna,
probably loves that. She even posted on Instagram. She was like, I love you even more. Like, you're just the greatest. Because now every woman sees that and is like, oh my God, I'm never going to touch Benny Blanco. She probably feels so good right now and so secure.
I think in 20 or 30 years, nasty divorce gets publicized everywhere, like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and then,
oh man,
you know, then Selena runs back to Justin. Justin leaves Hailey, you know.
We could only be so lucky, honestly.
They live together happily ever after. That's how we know that the world is fixed.
Do you think Benny Blanco and Selena will have kids?
I don't want to think about that, man. I don't want to think about that. I feel like if they had kids, it would look like. I don't want. Actually, I'm being too. That's too mean.
That's too mean.
What? You didn't even know what I was gonna say.
You were gonna say something mean about a baby.
A non-existent baby.
Yeah. All right. That's fair then. It's fake. Should we do an? We should. All right. Later today, I'll come by your desk. I'm gonna do like an AI, have chat like morph them both and make the baby and see what it would look like.
It would just look. I can't be that mean. Maybe they're planning on having kids. Nah.
Well, thanks so much for coming and being so disrespectful about children over here today.
Thanks.
It was a blast to have you.
I'm always happy to do it.
Thank you very much. We'll see you out on the floor in a half hour.
See you later.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
The quick flash to the dirty foot is insane. That was great. Wow. Yeah, I really think in another life, I would love to see Selena and Justin together. There's just something special there. Yeah. So we said, I agree with Jackson. LJ said, Benny is a dork. True Honesty says, no, we love Hailey and Selena. I don't know if I love Hailey at all, actually. I'm a really big Selena Gomez girl. I feel like you got to pick a side on that. You know? She should have married Justin. And I think Hailey, I don't know. I don't love their relationship. But that's, she should have married The Weeknd. That would have been good too. Yeah. Yeah. That Tokyo, the Shibuya crossing video is crazy. I don't know what the story is that like she had another reason to hit the kid. Again, kids should never be injured or harmed in any way, but sometimes you gotta learn lessons the hard way. And if it was an accident and this woman just like kind of walked in and bumped her to the ground, you learned a lesson that day. But I would love to make it clear I do not support violence against children in any way, unless it's really funny. Okay. Candy Cook said, this proves the saying that you are only as faithful as your options, LOL. Yeah, that's true. I think he probably treats her like a queen because he knows that she could be with Justin. She could be with anybody he wants. She could be with anybody she wants. And that's got to keep him on his toes. You got to show up every day. That's why there's this phenomenon. There we go. The Chapel Roan song really messed me up with that word, femininomenon. It's really hard for me to get it out. But there's this phenomenon called the SEC effect. And this predominantly happens at Southeastern Conference schools. I'm getting a text from Eric Wilson. Oh, Eric Wilson just texted me, huge breaking news, send camera to clearance pit. Can we do that? The breaking news is about to be the dumbest crap you've ever heard in your life. Unless it's like really breaking and I just jinxed it. I'll tell you more about the SEC effect. Basically, it's when you go to an SEC school, the most beautiful tan, blonde, thin model goddess sorority girls always end up with like a beer gut, balding, lame-ass frat star guy because they know they won't leave because they're so lame. And so it's called the SEC effect. And that's why you see a lot of pictures on the internet go viral of like a beautiful, beautiful girl and just this like toad of a man. And I think that this Selena-Benny relationship is kind of an SEC relationship to me. Yeah. TMZ goes, Eric, please, LOL. Hey. Hey.
It's not you. That's why I have to ask him.
Can they? Hey. What? I'm so curious. What is so breaking that Eric had to text me?
I hear tell you.
Hey, Dylan. Hey, what's up?
Hey Talia, how are you? Happy Friday.
Oh my God, happy Friday. Somebody said yesterday that they think you would last the longest on Survivor because you're such a big Survivor fan.
Wow, shout out my mom for being in the comments again. That is so nice.
It was actually Alexa.
It was actually Eric Wilson.
Okay.
Eric Wilson?
Gosh.
No.
Shout out Survivor 50.
Eric Wilson, for someone with breaking news, you're moving awfully slow.
Oh no.
What'd you say?
Here, wait. Yeah. Put that
What's
underneath.
this breaking news that you've interrupted my show? Wait, first of all, you look horrifying with the light like that.
Thank you. Yeah, come on over to my desk here. I'll show you some breaking news, guys.
I can't tell if it's AI.
Oh yeah, you weren't ready for that, huh?
Yeah, I had to click a thing there.
What's going
The
on?
turning around makes it feel really.
Turning around. Okay.
Eric, you're on.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Didn't see you there. Huge breaking news. Obviously, Punch the Monkey. Huge story.
Punch news?
Not Punch news. But before there was Punch, there was Mudang.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the baby pygmy hippo?
Of course.
Right? Well, guess what? Step aside Mudang, step aside Punch, and meet Jelly Bean.
What? Who's Jelly Bean? Oh.
This is Jelly Bean, a baby pygmy hippopotamus.
Oh my God.
He is at the Wildlife World Zoo in Arizona, so now Americans can go visit
What?
a
We get
tiny
our
baby
own
hippo.
Mudang. Wait, and how many?
On the hippo, not this hippo, that one.
How old is he? How many days old?
That's a great question.
Wow, you know.
And I
all
love
the
that you
facts.
asked it.
Wait, he's
I don't know,
so
but he's a baby.
cute. Jelly Bean is the perfect name because he's just
Yeah.
like kind of wet and glossy like a jelly bean.
He looks like a wet jelly bean. Dylan has
Dylan's from
Dylan
Phoenix.
has an update on the story here.
Yeah.
No, this is
Phoenix is own.
Phoenix Zoo. It looks like they're handing out these. They're handing out stuffed animals to their monkeys in order to go viral. So this is just—it's getting out of hand.
Do you think that
Like-
they're breeding these?
Oh, actually, look at
pygmy
him play with
hippos?
the. Look at him. I do. I know.
I
it's
can't see.
protected.
You have
can't
that.
see it. No, you
you
can't
have
see it.
that like
Look at him.
5% tint window screen.
Yeah. Well, look, the business we handle over here is.
He has real secure videos of
Very
Jelly Bean.
secure.
Do you think that these zoos are now intentionally breeding adorable animals, pygmy hippos, all
Look,
that stuff for clout?
Zoos might be a dying business. You have to go viral these days. Talia, you know that. You're in the
Trust
social
me, I know
department.
all about that.
Being viral is everything. Now,
We have a poll in the chat now for baby animal popularity contest. Punch, Mudang, or Jelly Bean. Who are you voting for?
Punch, Mood. I think it's Mudang because I mean, seeing Mudang rip apart that lettuce, getting the water sprayed all over Mudang. Like the thing about
Yeah.
Punch is I am on the side of we don't know how Punch had been treating everyone else before all that stuff
That's
happened.
true.
I'm big, context
know the whole
matters.
story.
And Mudang is just being himself. So.
Wow, I
So I'm
love that. I think I might be going. I voted for Jelly Bean in this poll. I love to see, a fresh face on the scene.
Ooh, so you're like, oh man, like Punch is
was old
aged out? Are you
looking
saying
at-
Punch is
yeah.
aged out? Like
Punch is
getting
aged
old?
out. He's
Yeah.
way too old. His bit is tired. He's got to get a new bit.
It's tired. It's a new week. The news
He's-
cycle moves fast.
It's like, come on. Eric, where did you hear about this? How did you get this?
Yeah, Eric, what are your sources?
I have hippo sources.
hippo sources?
HIPAA?
Hippo.
It's a hippo violation.
I would never violate HIPAA.
Or HIPAA.
Yeah, you know, this is the clips and clearance department. We could send some crazy clips, I had clips
Yeah.
of Corey. He's never going to want to see the light of day. So,
What?
you got to be careful. You never know what we're going to stumble upon over here. Actually, Talia, I have a video to show you later that Roger just showed me before you got here.
show that.
Me?
Absolutely can't show on stream, but I'm excited to show you later.
You're welcome to stop by.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You're going to love it.
I don't know if she'll love it.
Well, I love it.
Hello? There's a video of me going around?
No, it's not
It's
you,
just
it's
a
not
video
you.
that Roger showed me that I think
oh.
you will appreciate.
Oh, okay. I'll be stopping by.
Yeah, come on by.
I'm going to come back to you guys in a little bit with a story I want to chat with you about.
I thought this was the story. I thought that HIPAA was
Yeah,
the
I thought
story.
this would be the story.
All right, well, yeah, this is fine then.
You don't really. What was the other one? What did you say?
I wanted to talk about Lisa Rinna.
Right. Which
You don't want to talk about that. That's
no, because I haven't seen the spoiler or trailers last night, So I don't want any spoiler talk.
Yeah, no, don't
She
worry.
was eliminated like 4 weeks ago.
But just I don't want it to spread into like, oh, but last night.
Spoilers. But you know what? I'll do it solo. That's fine.
Oh.
Well, if you need us, come back. But you know.
Survivor spoilers.
No, I won't.
Today, I think.
That's true. Survivor spoilers. Okay.
Yeah, this was really great breaking news. Thank you guys so much.
Anytime.
You guys have a great museum of images over there.
Museum.
Yeah, this is great stuff. Wow. Well, guys, thank you so much. Good luck to Jelly Bean. Let me know if you hear anything.
Shout out.
Shout out Jelly
Thanks,
Bean.
Talia. Thanks for letting us on your show.
Yeah, dude, anytime. Love having you. God, they're great. I love getting, I really thought maybe something had happened really big. And yeah, turns out that Jelly Bean, welcome to the world, Jelly Bean. I know what it's like to be new to the world, born yesterday kind of vibe, and you got your work cut out for you. So welcome to it. Start putting in the work, start learning. Jelly Bean, I hope you enjoy your time in Phoenix. I think if I was an animal and I was born into a zoo, I don't think I'd want to be in the Phoenix one. I think I'd be a Bronx Zoo girl. Maybe that's because I've been to the Bronx Zoo a lot. I really love it there. They treat their animals really well. But yeah, if I had to be a animal in captivity, don't think I'd want it in Phoenix. In our baby animal popularity contest vote, Punch the Monkey in a 61% lead, followed 30% shortly behind New Kid on the Block Jelly Bean, and only 9% Mudang. I think once Mudang grows up and the hippos are able to like crush watermelons with their jaws and like grind bones up in their molars, I think he loses a lot of the luster that was once there. Yeah. Yep. NM Rockchick said, love the Bronx Zoo. I wonder how many clones are out there, animals or human. I don't know. I'm wondering though, does the Phoenix Zoo see Mudang and be like, dude, we gotta get a pygmy hippo up in here? I don't know. Bree Graham said, get ready for a hot summer Jelly Bean, don't melt. Oh, that's such a good name for a baby hippo. Jelly Bean. Wow, I love that. We're kind of on an animal kick right now. And this is not as great of a story. A little less positive, but still a super viral moment. There is this video of an elephant, and he appears to kind of throw this man. I'll let you play the clip. We could watch it. I don't even know how to describe what is going on here. See, he like gets on the back, and yeah. Yeah. So that happened. When situations like these where an animal commits an act of violence, such as throwing a man across the room, the outdoors, I do think it's justified. I think an animal like this should not be in captivity. He is a beautiful, great wild beast. There are people climbing all over him. He's like in a costume. Again, culturally, I'm not sure the relevance. Obviously, there are other cultures different than my own, and there are different practices. So I think like the outfit that the elephant is in may be a part of a cultural ceremony or celebration of some kind. So I would never want to make a snide remark or comment about that. However, animals should not be in these kinds of situations no matter what. They are wild creatures. You can't be climbing on top of them, dressing them up, having them in captivity. And I was, really upset by that video, and I thought, who could brighten my day? Chris.
Talia.
Hey.
Good morning. How are you? So good to see you again.
I'd be a lot better if that elephant was not in captivity. Did you see that video?
I did. And when you told me about this, I looked it up, and what I found were, I had to dig through about 20 videos that were basically exactly the same thing, where elephants were just flinging people all over the place before I found this one. So it seems like this is a recurring issue with people getting on elephants.
You'd think people might learn maybe like stop fucking with elephants.
Yeah.
Pardon my French there. Like, maybe leave them, leave these beautiful wild creatures alone.
Well, I'm not one to talk because, fun fact for you, Talia, I have indeed, I don't know how to say this. I've bathed elephants. I've like hung out with elephants. I've dealt with elephants. Yeah,
Where?
in Thailand. In Thailand, I did like a whole
When
elephant
did you go
day.
to Thailand?
Like a year or two ago.
Was that why you were out from work the other day?
No, that was just sick the other day. But I feel better now. I feel better now.
Good. I'm really
But,
glad.
Yeah, so I was in Thailand and I bathed elephants and I messed with them a little bit and just
You
kind of like.
messed with them?
Well, I just like played with them. Like I bathed them and like I made them food. I
What
fed
do they
them.
eat? What do they eat?
It was like a mush. Like I made a mush out of
Oh,
like
dude, that's my
bananas and a
favorite
bunch
food.
of oats and things.
Oh,
What?
my favorite food is just mush.
Yeah, well, I mean the elephants really enjoyed the
So,
mush.
Was it kind of a sanctuary, or was it?
It was
more-
exactly that. It was an elephant sanctuary in Krabi, which is in Thailand.
Wow.
So-
How do you how are they with
Mm-hmm.
the people? Were they like happy to see you?
Yes, well, it's interesting. They kind of like they play favorites. Like they find people that they like and they sort of cling to them. And so in the sanctuary, they had like their sort of like handlers or people that they had grown close with. But it's very apparent when you're dealing with these animals that they can murder you at any moment if they wanted to.
Well, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. I understand that this was like an elephant sanctuary, but after all of the like Tiger King stuff, and they were like, no, it's a tiger sanctuary, and then they were like, hey, this is actually super wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about animals in captivity, period.
Right. Do we have Joe Exotic on the line? Can we get him in on the show? Because I feel like if he were to comment on this, that would shine a lot of light.
I do actually have a relationship with Joe Exotic.
I know you do,
a
yeah.
Professional working relationship. He actually can't FaceTime from prison. We actually had this discussion.
Why not?
But there's no Zoom camera in there. But you know, maybe there's a
No?
workaround. We could phone him in.
Because I picture him with like 15 iPhones or like a
Yeah.
couple, at least like razors or like a sidekick. I don't know why I'm thinking
yeah,
about
I
that,
think
but
that's more his vibe. Maybe we
that
could
is kind
get
of his
him-
vibe.
Maybe we could get him on the phone. But it's concerning that there's so many people we can think of off the bat who are kind of into animal captivity like that.
who's into animal captivity? Who are you thinking of?
I mean, well, like Joe has his
Yeah.
whole tiger sanctuary.
Right.
You mess with an elephant.
I messed with an elephant. I did.
I've been to
Yeah.
the Bronx Zoo more times than I can count.
I mean, are we anti-zoo over here? Is
I
that?
think I am anti-zoo, but it's a fine line because a zoo is really helpful for educating.
Exactly. Zoos are important. They're educational. They're great for kids. You can learn about animals, and they, in the long term, they help animals. We don't like to see animals in captivity, but I think zoos are a positive thing.
You think?
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of like reform, what would your method be for an ethical captivity?
I don't know. I'm not the person to go to for this, but I do have a question for you about riding elephants. When I was in Thailand, I was dealing with these elephants. No one cared about whether you were riding them or not, but
Yeah.
in LA, it's like a very hot button issue for some reason. I don't understand it at all. Can you tell me why it's so controversial to ride an elephant or not?
Wait, in LA specifically, you're saying that
Yeah.
there's drama right now?
Yeah, well, in LA, there's big drama about riding elephants, yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and
In the
say-
circles that I'm in, it's a highly controversial issue. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that since elephants have the emotional capacity like people do, you know, elephants never forget.
Yeah.
I think it may be a little morally gray to just get on top of an elephant and get on his back. Oh, is that a Tom Holland foot tattoo picture?
Yeah, is this a real thing? I'm sorry to
Yes.
derail the
Did Eric
conversation, but I was
did
just
Eric
handed
just pass you that?
Yeah, he did. Is this
so
AI?
one
Is this
thing-
Photoshop? What's going
One
on?
thing Eric loves to do is derail the conversation.
That's sort of one of his
I got a
specialties,
text
let's say.
saying, hey, we have breaking news. The breaking news turned out
Right.
to be Jelly Bean the pygmy hippo. Like, we could have all died not knowing that.
Wait, there's a pygmy hippo named Jellybean?
Yes, in Phoenix.
Is that in our A block? Like, what are we doing with that?
Well,
We're leading the show with that?
Originally, I didn't even know he existed, and then I got a text from Eric being like, hey, you got to get a camera over here with
Yeah.
breaking news, and I really thought something was, like, major happening.
And were you underwhelmed? That sounds fascinating to me.
Well, that's kind of how we got into this. It was a really great segue to you. Did he just give you snacks, too?
Yeah, he just threw these
Eric,
hello pandas
Eric,
at me. It's
you
all
know-
animal themed though. Spiders, pandas, elephants. We're going
Somebody-
full.
Somebody has to, like, duct tape Eric to his chair when the show
The
goes
thing
on.
about Eric is he's desperate to be on camera as much as possible. He wants to be mentioned on the live stream. He's trying to shine, and I don't want to take that away from him. So, you know,
Honestly, fair enough. Eric will let you shine because you're a star.
I mean, he's trying to be at least. Well,
Fair.
so.
Oh, a swing and a diss. Yeah, we're kind of having an animal themed show today, but that was a real tattoo of Tom Holland with a.
This is
spider on the
this
bottom
is
of his
real?
foot. Yeah.
That's. I feel like getting a tattoo at the bottom of your foot. I mean, my feet are ticklish. I don't know. What about you, Talia? Would this be okay?
Why are
with
you asking me if my feet are ticklish?
Because it's relevant, because we're talking about Tom Holland's foot tattoo. I could never do this.
I don't want to comment on the state of the bottom of my feet.
Why? People are going to start tickling you around the office?
Yes,
Who you think is...
I do. But I think that that tattoo would be extremely painful for me.
A what tattoo?
Like a bottom of the foot tattoo?
Yeah. It doesn't seem
Extremely
painful to me as much as other places, but just very like ticklish. I wouldn't be able to sit through that.
Really? I think with a needle, I don't think it would tickle.
Okay.
You know what?
Well,
Why don't I bring in my tattoo gun next week? And
you don't have a tattoo gun.
You could order them off of Shein. They
I'm aware, but do you own one?
No, but I'll get one.
Okay, good. But you can get one.
I know a guy who could get me one.
You know a lot of, like, you got plugs everywhere. You've got so many connections.
It's
crazy.
It's really important in this town to network.
I guess so. You're doing a great job of it.
Because you never know when I'm going to need to call my tattoo guy.
When do you need a exotic animal?
Exactly.
When do you need a tattoo on your foot?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You never know how to prepare, so you have to be prepared for everything.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
And that's kind of my 2 cents for the day. But really, wow, I can't believe, I would love maybe if for Monday we could get some footage of you with the elephants to just kind of play at the time.
I do have, we don't have assets in the show right now, but for next time we can be prepared. I can load them up, and then so we can cut to those pictures of me and elephants.
Can you send them to me? I want to make Canva posters for Monday.
You're going to make Canva posters for Monday? Okay.
I'm not going to tell you what they're going to say, but I'm going to make them.
Are you going to make some memes? Or are you going to make me look weird? Or what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
You
know what? You're the artist. I'll let you run wild with it.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Sure.
Well,
before we go, any weekend plans? What do you got going on? I want to know, are you feeling better? What's happening?
I'll be up in Big Bear.
Oh, right. The Big Bear. Okay. Very fun.
De-stressing. Little snowy weekend.
Is it going to snow there this weekend?
I have no idea.
Fresh powder, bro? No?
I'm beyond confused by the climate here. I don't really know. I went on the internet.
Yeah.
And it was like, it'll be 60 degrees in Big Bear. And I was like, but there's snow. I don't really understand how that works.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe I'll do some Instagram live streaming from there so you guys can all keep up.
Great. We'll bring the crew. You going to hit the slopes at all? Or snowboarding, skiing, anything like that?
I need an adult with me to pay for my lift pass.
Really?
So I'm waiting for my dad to come out and visit to do a big ski weekend.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Costly stuff. But you know, who knows? The world is truly my oyster.
All right, well, I'm excited for you. I can't wait to follow along on Instagram, see what all the fuss is about.
It's going to be good.
Okay.
Chris, we will see you out in a little bit.
All right, see you out there, Talia.
Peace out.
Peace.
Pokey Ninja, good thing the conversation is done. Oh my God, Jessica Allen said, we have snow, come on up. Lake Arrowhead, Big Bear, yeah. This seems to be a really animal-themed show. I wish we had an animal in the office to come hang out with us. I wonder if there's like an insect or something we can find that will make his way as a guest on the show. I really miss when the puppies were here. God, they were freaking incredible. I wonder what other animals. You know what? I'm not gonna obviously this won't happen right now, nobody worry. But maybe I'll send some emails to the doggist. Do you guys know that guy? He goes around, he like takes pictures of dogs in New York City and he's like, hey, like what kind of dog is this? Do you love him? Like asking whatever. Yeah. I wonder, he knows a lot about animals, so maybe we'll chat with him. There's also my dream interview is Buddy and Bear. Wait, is that in our office? That's in JD's audio room? Hello? Why don't who is he? Does he have a government name or anything? Wait, why is nobody as excited about, how did I know? What's it, do you know his name? Can we get a government, if anybody can hear me, can we get a name check on that fish? I want name, age, gender, and diet. What does he eat? Those are my specifics I want to know. Dude, what? How did I not know he was in there? All right. Well, when I'm out on the floor, I would love to meet this guy in real life if that's possible. Maybe we could set that up. I I'm like kind of speechless. I had no idea we had such a beautiful creature in the office. Wow. God, this is the best Friday ever. Miss Princess said, I'm in a good mood now. Same. Fish. I had a 4-year-old beta fish named Paris Hilton who lived throughout my entire high school career. And then before Paris Hilton, I had a beta fish named Blueberry who unfortunately froze in Hurricane Sandy. Like the tank, we lost power, we lost electricity, heat and everything, and his tank froze solid. Yeah. But anyways, my dream interview, like I was saying, would be Buddy and Bear. They are 2 pug brothers out of OC, and they are pug brothers. Kristen just slacked me. I had a frog named Britney Spears once. I wonder if Britney Spears and Paris Hilton, Britney Spears the frog and Paris Hilton the fish, are just chopping it up in amphibian heaven. I would love to imagine that. They are best buds for sure. God, nature is beautiful. I actually had some like little frogs when I was a kid, and my mom told me they got too big and like they had to be set free, and they actually just got like eaten up by the filter. Lori Lanny has 2 pugs. Pugs are my favorite animals, and I know that they're not like super ethically breeded because they have such flat faces, but God, I get excited by them. They are just the most chubby little fat rolled baby, stupid, curly tail idiot creatures. They are just perfect and so stupid. I don't even know how to explain it. I get like cuteness aggression. My dream is to have a pug named Sandwich. Sandwiches are my favorite food, and sushi, and I really want his name to be Sandwich Barack Party. That's the government name. Sandwich Barack Party is gonna be my pug someday. Yeah, that's what I got. I have 5 cats, 2 inside, 3 outside. They snore. Yeah, pugs snore. They're so cute. My first dog's name was Diana Ross. God, I love dogs with human names, celebrity names, stupid names. There was I met this, I forget when it was. Maybe it was over the summer. I met this dog and his name was Gary. And it was like, dude, Gary is like a single dad of 3 working in sales, like whatever. Just a good dog. Good dog name. Yeah. Samantha L said, sandwiches be your favorite food when you don't eat bread. I'm into a gluten-free, corn-free, paleo-based sourdough. Unfortunately, that'll run you about $14 a loaf. But yeah, that's why sandwiches are so special to me. It's like it's a luxury food now. Wow. How long did I have my Sadie dog? Sadie was 9. We got her in 2016, and she was a puppy, and then she passed right at the turn of the year. I think about her every day, Big Sadie. I was watching last night. I have a bunch of TikToks with her in them, and the internet is actually, I know Harvey hates the internet. I think the internet is a really special place. Your memories can live on forever. You can learn so many different things. There's so many experiences. I just think there is a fine line between education and addiction. But yeah, wow. What a great little area of the show here where we just kind of chat about our love for animals and pets and things. Wow. I'd really love to visit that beta fish if that's fine. You can let me know if I'm allowed to go in there and with the fish, because I'd love to see him or her or them. Well, on a less fun note, Kara made this insane video yesterday about a roommate poisoning his other roommate's food. I gotta get the whole story on this. I live with 2 roommates. I would, Fancy and Georgia, if you're watching this, I would never poison either of you. I love you both with every fiber of my being. I believe he was accused of poisoning them with bug spray. It's like a couple in Santa Clarita, like it's down here. A couple speaking out about their roommate allegedly poisoning them with bug spray? Is Kara around? Because boy, do I need some help understanding this one.
Well, I guess we could bring it a little closer.
Hey!
Hey! Am I on there?
Yeah.
Hey, live.
What is going on? I need the whole, what is this? They poisoning them with bug spray?
That's what I'm saying. This is crazy. Like, I cannot believe this.
Can you give me a little bit of like, this couple lives with a third roommate?
Yes, so there's basically a couple in San Clarita, California. They live with the roommate, which is normal. Like in LA, I feel like everybody roommates. But basically, they were feeling sick. They went to the hospital multiple occasions, went to the doctors, and the doctor's like, I don't know what's going on. They can't really tell them what's going on. Yeah. But they said, basically, they had some type of poisoning. So they didn't know. They are repeatedly sick. And they checked surveillance footage after, being sick multiple times. And their roommate was poisoning them, spraying things on vegetables, the dishes, food, all over the kitchen.
And how did they had footage from inside of the house, like a nanny cam or something like that?
Yeah, it's like a little camera, I don't know for what reason. I don't know if they put it because they're trying to figure out what's going on here, but they caught the roommate red-handed.
Wow. And now, are they taking like legal action? Like, what do you even do for something like that?
I don't know. The investigation is still ongoing, but apparently the roommate who, was spraying everything and poisoning everybody had some mental health issues. So that's, I'm not really sure what's going to happen with that, but imagine living with someone and you find out that they're poisoning you.
Yeah, no, I actually can't imagine that. I'm reading an ABC kind of coverage on this, and they said, the couple said on top of the recent incident, the roommate has also thrown away their food and cut up their clothes. Quote, he's set our house on fire, he's poisoned our stuff, he's destroyed our property. I've had to get a new car because he destroyed my old one.
Okay, they need to move immediately. Like, this guy needs to put him in jail. I don't know.
At what point, what occurs that you're like, all right, I have to finally find a new roommate? How is this the final straw?
That's what I'm saying. Did they know him before moving in, or was it like hey, I have a lease open type of situation?
That is actually a really good question. I don't know if they knew him before, but it would be weird. I feel like it'd be weirder if they did.
Yeah, maybe maybe they don't have a relationship with him, and he's just some,
like a random roommate you find on Facebook sublets.
Yeah, I think that's what it's giving.
Damn, do you live with any roommates currently?
No.
Oh
my God, my mom and dad.
Jealous. Oh, those are good roommates to have. Those are good. Did you have roommates in college ever?
Oh yeah, I had 7 roommates. It was 8 of us in a suite. Yeah, it was crazy. We all shared a living room, and then in my direct room is 1 person, but we all shared a common space, and it was only 2 bathrooms, 8 girls. So. Yeah, crazy.
What? Any crazy roommate stories from that?
Honestly, no. And we always kept our door open in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So I guess that's not a good idea, but we were safe.
Wow. 7 roommates is crazy.
Yeah.
That's got to be so fun though. It's just like a built-in friend group.
Oh yeah, it was a party every day, nonstop. It was so fun.
Wow, I love that. Well, I'm really glad nobody was, poisoned in your apartment.
Yeah, because that would have been a different story.
Yeah. Damn. Well, if you hear of this man being arrested or we get any updates, feel free to come tap me on the shoulder and we'll do an update because this is nuts.
Yeah, I'm going to be keeping tabs on this story because this is crazy.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for filling us in. This is just ridiculous. We'll see you out on the floor in 5 minutes.
All right. See you guys.
Peace.
Bye.
That is nuts. I think that's my biggest fear. I cook dinner for Georgia and I because I love to cook, and it's really hard to cook for 1 person. It's really hard to cook for 1 person, so I'll always cook enough for 2. Georgia, I'm never poisoning you. Your stomach might hurt after. That's because I use a lot of salt and a lot of oil all the time. I'm texting them right now that I just was talking about them, and that I'm not poisoning them. Yeah. Antonio said, yes, no roommates. I know. It's kind of a hard situation to be in when you're young, because it's like, oh, I really want to live by myself and be an adult in the world. But it's hard to live alone. You really want to be in a friend group, and having roommates makes you automatically have friends, unless they spray bug spray in your food. Pokey Ninja said, well, maybe he was paranoid about bugs. But it'd be strange if he wasn't poisoning himself as well then. You'd think maybe if he was super paranoid, he'd be spraying his food. as well. Yeah. Monique said, my roommates are my fam, LOL. Literally or figuratively. I loved living at home, just like this summer, like graduating from college and spending some time like just chilling at home. It's the best. Yeah. Yeah. Bree said, that's so nice to not poison your roommates. How many college roommates did I have? So I lived in my sorority house, and I lived in a 3-girl room. That was epic, and we had our own bathroom. We were bougie. And then the other 3 years of college, I lived with just one other girl, my best friend, Madeline. She actually was in town visiting this past weekend. She's like truly like a cousin to me, like blood-related family, because we've lived together for so long. Yeah, I can't imagine. I've never had like a crazy roommate experience like that, and I feel like a lot of people do. Alan Page said that's exactly what a roommate who's poisoning their roommates would say. Yeah. Tricky Detective said, it's things like this that make me glad I met my wife when I was 22. Yeah, that's fair, honestly. I thought about that. I was like, well, people my age are like married with kids. One of my friends just had a baby, and I'm like, how are you not living with like 15 people in a studio bedroom? A lot of my friends who live in New York are living with like 4 or 5 girls in like a 1-bedroom, flex wall, half a bathroom, no kitchen, like just crazy town. Yeah. Monique said, yes, Talia, it's my real family. 2 kiddos and my fiance, who's also a big child. That sounds like my dream. Just like living in a house with the family. God, it's great. Yeah, financially, I think roommates right now is kind of the way to go. I don't know if the house market is, viable. I don't think I could buy my own yet. Wow, that got dark. But let me tell you about what we will be chatting about today. Today is Charles's last day on vacation. Next week, Harvey's on vacation. The old switcheroo. So let me just give you the rundown of what is on the docket for today. We'll be talking about Nancy Guthrie updates. I don't know if you saw our article. I believe a man was arrested for DUI outside of her house. Just crazy stuff. Rihanna possibly back in the studio. She did like a day in my life. Interesting. Paris Jackson. We'll be talking about Ray J. We'll be talking about Pink. I saw some people talking about Pink and Kelly Clarkson this morning. We'll be talking about Pink and Will Smith. I believe we might have some guests. I don't want to spoil anything in case they can't make it. And then, obviously, of course, we'll be talking about Benny Blanco's feet again, because that is a important and polarizing issue. And possibly a little Justin Bieber action in there. But yeah, we have a wide and diverse range of topics to talk about today. Come with your best foot forward and your A game, and tons of comments and questions and concerns, because, you know, Big Dog is going to want to hear it. Hey, Melissa.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
God, it's always such a great surprise to see who will be.
Living?
Oh, I'm definitely living.
Living.
You know, I am so excited to be out on the floor today. It's Friday. Bye, Sam. Have a good weekend. I'll see him again probably the rest of the whole workday, but felt like a good outro. We've been talking a lot about Benny Blanco's feet, and the people are like, dude, leave Benny's feet alone. I can't help it. The heart wants what it wants, and it wants to talk about Benny Blanco's gross-ass feet. You know how it goes. Here I go. I feel like I'm in a sitcom intro every time I walk out here. Hey. Hey. Morning. Just tons of fun out here. Harvey on the phone. Just a classic Friday morning here. Hey, morning, Anakin. Morning. Any good weekend plans? Any good weekend plans? I know, we're rounding out the Talia week here. It is just madness. Let's see. Oh no, Wilton Sherman, get well soon. I really hope you feel well. Joseph said, is this the Mr. Rogers Neighborhood version of the show? Is she gonna put her shoes on? I am wearing my shoes. because Lori Lanny was asking what shoes I was wearing before, and obviously I had to show them to you. We need sitcom music. We could probably, hey, morning, Devin.
Morning.
Hey, how are you? I love just seeing what everyone.
Can't wait to show you that video.
What video? You are the biggest diva I've ever met. What? Oh, the. Eric, you're such a queen. Where is that?
We need it over here.
You just want that.
It's offline.
Offline.
That sounds like an excuse, Eric. Eric,
I would love to go offline.
I think they're in the. I actually can hear in my IFB they're saying in the back, whatever you do, don't let Eric Wilson touch that microphone. He's never gonna let it go. He's a mic hog.
He's a mic what?
I fully believe that was said in your ear. Like,
Yeah, it was.
No exaggeration.
Yeah, it was. Well, now you want to say nothing because you don't have a fun microphone?
Huh?
You want to say nothing now because there's not a fun microphone for you?
I was just gonna do a little rendition of The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe don't.
Okay.
You could sing. I think, were you singing the other night? 2 camera hogs. I mean, come on, you queen.
I didn't give it to you open.
Okay.
He ate one.
He gave it to me open.
Are they good? What the? Truly, what goes on in this office? How do we get anything done? How are any of us like real people employed with jobs? Because this is unreal. That was some of the most ridiculous diva behavior I've ever seen in my life. Monique said, no exaggeration, LMAO. That mic was designed for Eric. Well, clearly not. Well, clearly not. I wonder, where's that fish? Where's the fish? Maybe I'll go in on my break, which doesn't exist. But I'll go in when I have 3 minutes. Wow. Craig said, girl, where is Aiden? Aiden's over in his little corner of the world. I don't even know where he is, right? I think he's working hard, not hardly working. But
Over yonder.
he's, yeah, back yonder. Yeah. Tricky Detective said, Eric dismissed us. He did his little wave. Yeah. Tricky Detective. A classic. So he just wants to be on camera, that queen. Fry Guy, the man, you know it.
Yes, yeah.
What would my sitcom music theme be? I think it'd kind of be like a Seinfeld, like a womp, 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 womp. It'd be kind of like 70s funk. Definitely funky.
Thank you, Mel.
Yeah, 70s funky for sure. Did I watch WWE? No. I know Eric did. Craig, Aiden is not hosting today. He is working hard. Somebody said that sign is huge. What sign? The Venice Beach sign? Peace out, Melissa. Yeah. Can I trade you?
Yeah, what you need? Want
A
the
headset.
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks, Corey. God, it's the best. Hey, fam. Nate Dogg said, I love Seinfeld. That's my favorite show ever. Seinfeld really resonates with me as like a New York Jew comedian who's really into like puns and corny jokes. That show did wonders for me and made me really realize who I wanted to be. So, yeah. Talia would definitely be Curb Your Enthusiasm music. That's another one too. God, I love Curb. All of those kinds of shows are real up my alley. Monique said, oh, so that's what Corey looks like. Corey, the people never get to see you. They were just kind of shocked for a face reveal.
Yeah, I'm usually holding the camera.
Hey, Corey, there he is.
Hello, everybody.
Wow. Yeah, Corey. Corey reveal. God, that's so funny. I forget that it's so... I know you guys get a really skewed view of the world where all I'm looking at is Corey's face, and you guys don't get that. Interesting. Oh, the Venice Beach sign is just decor. Yeah, Venice Beach is not right there. It would be cool if it was, but it's not. I'd love having Kramer as a neighbor. Yeah. Is anybody in the office a leap year baby? We had a leap year birthday in the chat. And I'm really curious. When's your birthday, Anakin?
November 3rd.
November 3rd? Oh, yes, I remember it was your birthday. Yes, I remember it was your birthday. Aw, everyone said he looks like a young Leonardo. Wait, the people are going crazy for Corey. The most Corey face. Somebody said you look like a young Leonardo.
A young Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice looking young man.
Oh yeah,
From Robert Bruno. Working hard, not hardly working.
What's happening?
Good stuff.
I'm like dying of heat right now.
Yeah.
It's so hot.
It is really hot in here. We just switched to LED lights recently, and I think that's really helped my sweating problem in here. Not to get too graphic with you, but yeah. Brandon said not me. My birthday's May 31st. Yeah. Brandon, even though I wasn't alive in the 90s, I still loved Full House. I still love that show. Didn't watch Fuller House, however. Interesting. Who I really want to know is anybody in here a leap year baby? You have that vibe. Were you born on a leap year?
I am going to Apple Neil Sedaka.
Is your birthday February 29th? Oh, was the year a leap year? No, I was wondering if you were born on February 29th.
I'm giving someone who was born on...
Yeah, you're giving like 8 years old.
I'm giving 8 years old.
Yeah. Fair. Got him. Yeah. Let's see. Staying away from Chris may help Talia. What? I don't know where this rhetoric came from. Chris is a good friend and a great collaborator. So, Beasley said Leonardo DiCaprio or Leonardo the Ninja Turtle? I'm gonna go DiCaprio on that one. Yeah. Wait, Nikki said, wait, you weren't alive in the 90s? Holy crap, I'm old. Yeah, I'm an 03 baby. The big 03. One of the best years for film. Elf came out in 03. Beyonce and Jay-Z, Drunk in Love was 03. Not a movie, but a great song. We had some really good, God, back in the day when I was 6 months old, we had some really great media. It's not like you see these days. Joe Hernandez trying to trick me. I know you guys think I'm dumb. I'm not. He said, I was born on February 31st. There's never been a February 31st. How you like them apples? Roasted. Yeah. Let's see here. Danielle, birthday the 29th, but celebrated on the 28th. Hell yeah, leap year babies. Hey, John Charles, good morning. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Hey, Tawanda, good morning.
Morning, Talia.
How are you doing?
Oh, it's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. I'm so excited to sleep. Really, that's not something you do that often when you work. Yep. Get Rich or Die Trying album came out in 03. Huge year for incredible people. Exhibit A. Nah, I'm just joshing. Tricky said 40 years old hits hard right now. I know. Do you have any questions for me as a young person? If you're wondering. Morning, Devin. Yeah. Lori Lanny said Charles in the chat, as in John Charles, and I got really scared that Charles was commenting from his vacation. Charles, if you're watching, turn it off. We'll see you on Monday. What? Jack is making a comment that I know is fake, and he says there is a February 31st. It's sort of like a leap year, but it's for people who mysteriously turn 29 multiple times. That's really funny. I was like, I'm not 30 yet. Yeah. Robert said, I was 41 in 2003. Wow. Maria G, are you interested in stand-up or acting? I do both. I do less acting. I don't really act so much. I do a lot of stand-up, a lot of sketch comedy, a lot of improv. I love all that stuff just because I love to talk. And I love writing, so I think it's fun to, even if it's not good, Even if it's not good or if it's not funny, it's good to try something new and put yourself out there. I have used a rotary phone for those asking. Monique said, someone random said, give Charles a raise. That sounds exactly like something Charles would comment from vacation.
Well, Alexis emailed the desk
Yep.
saying there's no...
That would be hilarious. Capricornius Rising's at 47 here, but very happy to be going out in this world and not coming into it. Fair enough. But you know what? Georgia said this the other night about the state of America. And Georgia, I'm quoting you on this because I think it was a really wise thing. She said, if you have to love something enough to change it. You can't be like, oh, I hate the world. I want to get out of here. You got to love it enough to want to make a positive change. And that's your Georgia-ism. So yeah, the more you know. Nicole said, yeah, we know you like to talk, LOL. Well, since you guys don't have a vocal voice and I just have to kind of read, it's kind of all I could do is talk. Can I drive a stick shift? No, and I'm not ashamed of that. Hey, are you filming over there? Nice. Yeah. Falconite said, that explains everything now. Joe said, Talia should get Charles a salary this week. We could only be so lucky. Yeah. I don't know what's for lunch yet. We'll have to ask Harvey. I believe I'll be having a rotisserie chicken bowl today. I am excited about that. Leanna loves the rain said, so true, that's smart about my Georgia-ism. Yep. 53 on Sunday, happy early birthday, Tara. Yeah. Bree said, gotta love it for it to love you back. I totally agree with that. I think there's, you can't be pessimistic these days. You gotta go in with a open mind, open heart, and nothing but love to give, and you'll probably get that back. I'm a firm believer in karma. Like, I really think that it's true. If you're a sour Sally and you are like unsupportive and lame towards other people, that's what you're gonna get back. You gotta love it enough to want to change it and help out. Yeah. Robert Bruno he goes, Eric's behind you staring at your butt. Somebody goes, Eric's behind you staring at your butt. Eric's gay. He told me to say that, I'm not outing him.
Still looking.
Eric! You remember the Christmas bag incident?
What?
The Christmas gift bag incident? When it said fruitcake on it? When you got the gift here at Christmas and it was like a bag that said fruitcake from Charles. Charles gave Eric a gift bag that said, dude, you're not even mic'd up. Dude, you're so lame. Here comes a boom. You want to tell the story?
You know.
Just tell the story of the fruitcake bag.
See, this is what I need.
No.
Oh my God.
You don't need.
Where's Tawanda?
She's filming something right now.
Oh, she's right there.
She's filming.
All right, never mind. Tawanda touches my butt though. People don't know it.
Oh my
But
lord.
yeah, she's been doing it a lot lately.
Wow.
Debating if I want to elevate this.
Wow. Well, Eric got a fruitcake bag. And it was meant to be like a holiday, like, what is it? Like fruitcake for the kids? What's that song? I don't know, I'm Jewish. What's that song where they're like, and bring us some figgy pudding? Is it like a figgy pudding thing and fruitcake? It was supposed to be a holiday type deal, and it ended up being a disrespectful joke. But it was really funny. Yep. Yeah. David said, when did the show become a therapy session starring Dr. Talia Block? I would love to be a talk show therapy doctor, for sure. Thanks, Capricornius Rising. Samantha L said, I think that was from Charles, right? Yeah, it was. That's why he's on vacation. He got embarrassed about the fruitcake bag. Not actually. You know it. Somebody said, OMG, Tawanda, I am calling HR. Yeah. We just have a lot of fun in here. We're all close. He's fine. He's fine. Jeremy Wagner said, so you don't celebrate Christmas? I celebrate everything. One of my best friends from home, her mom Lori, Allie's mom Lori, shout out Lori, Lef, I love you. She always says celebrate everything. And so that's exactly what I do. I wake up early, I'm gonna celebrate that. Christmas, I'm gonna celebrate that. Women's History Month, I'm gonna celebrate that. Black History Month, I'm gonna celebrate that too. Melissa. Yeah, celebrate everything, because you never know when it's gonna be out of here. Yep. Hey again. Yeah. Somebody said, Fry Guy, get that mic by your desk. I can never tell him that you guys want that. They're working on something over there. Seems important. Oh, thanks, LJ. Jay Crawford, it's my birthday weekend. Yes, twin. I don't know if I've ever had a fruitcake. I'm really intrigued by that. Barbara said Christmas is my favorite holiday. You know that. Yeah. TMZ is therapy for the nosy. Fair enough. I love that. The 3-finger wave. I don't know why I always do that. I'm like, wow, Eric, that is great. I don't know where to move. Yep. Is this fine? You can yell at me if it's not. Summer Halloween gang. I love Summerween. I remember watching the Gravity Falls episode where they did Summerween, and it's a great holiday for sure. Because I want to dress up year round. This feels like an effective way to do that. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. Thug Life said she likes gifts. Duh. Who doesn't love gifts? They're so fun. Sometimes I feel guilty though. I'm like, oh, you didn't need to get me anything. Yeah. Morning, Ryan. I love saying hi to everyone. You know, it used to be, I had a lot of dream jobs for a really long time. And I really wanted to be like the greeter in the hospital who goes around to all the old people like with the candy. Like back in like the 30s. Like a candy striper, I believe that's what they were called. I was like really into that for some reason. I was like, I wanna like be fun and be like, here's a Hershey bar, and just like go around greeting everyone all day. So I think I'm channeling that energy now. Yeah, I'm gonna start bringing candy around the office. And Tony said the 3 fingers reminds me of the guy from Scary Movie, which is now coming out with a 7th one, right? Oh no, that's Scream 7. Or is it Scary Movie 7? I think there might be both. There's so many films being filmed right now. There's another Scary Movie coming out, that is true. And another Scream. I just fact-checked myself twice. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Wow. My favorite holiday has sun. I love summer holidays. Oh my God, Brie Grams knows exactly what to say. She said, bring a pug around the old folks' home. That is my ultimate goal. I don't know if you guys knew this about Sadie, because I don't think really anybody knew her except for me and maybe, actually no, I talked about her a lot. She went to therapy dog training school to be like a hospital therapy dog and failed so epically because she was just bad as hell. She was so bad. Like so high energy, gnawing on shit, not listening. I think as she got older, she really mellowed out and she would have been a great therapy dog. But yeah, she failed. Yeah, not good. Candy stripers were great. You got to wear a nice pink and white vertical striped dress with a petticoat and a pretty little hat. I need that. That's a good Halloween costume. And you can hand out the candy. That's funny. Yeah. And Rockchick said, I visit the veterans at the home down the road. That is a good deed. That's a mitzvah, as we call it. That's a mitzvah. Yeah. Scary Movie 20, this time the horror takes place in a nursing home. I don't think you need a movie to say that's scary. Sweet and low, we have not started yet. I know, we are crazy in the office. Harvey's on the phone, we're making calls, shit's flying out of the printer, Anakin's on the phone, he's typing something, he's writing. You never know what you're gonna get when you tune in, and that's why it's incredible. This is showbiz. You know, wow. This is the industry, folks. This is how it happens. Yep. Joe Hernandez said the scariest movie was my wedding video. Yep. That is true. I'm excited to talk to... Good morning, Harvey.
Morning.
Nice shoes.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay. Okay. Let's get moving because I've got this podcast and I got to get the other show done.
Yeah, starting with
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get to the spot behind you. Yeah. One more day.
Okay. What are we leading with? Savannah? Yeah, no, I mean, I think we should lead. Are people more interested in Savannah? Yeah, let's do Savannah. Yeah. Where are the notes for Savannah? Nancy Guthrie. No, leave everything alone. Don't leave. Just leave my notes. Don't rearrange them.
They're not in order. I was going to put them in
No,
order.
just don't.
Okay. They're also not stapled.
Morning, Harvey.
Morning. I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right.
This
Hey.
has just been a
This is showbiz.
Tough-
This is why the people tune in. They love to
tough
see it
week.
in action.
Tough week.
True. We're getting it done. We can take a meditation break by the fish tank I didn't know existed.
212.
I know.
212. 222. 19 minutes. Of what?
Sweet and low said,
no,
do
I'm not
not
gonna
touch
use
them
that.
notes.
Sweet and low, we're trying to get his notes in order.
Yeah, I don't care about the pacemaker.
5 minutes to gather them
231.
together.
No.
They're not in order.
All right.
Well, you know, we need something. Yeah, go ahead and use it. Here we go.
All right.
We're gonna have to do the best we can. Has Beckerman surfaced?
No.
Okay. Has anybody looked in Stu's office? Is he there? Would you call him on his phone?
I texted him too, but I'll call him. I saw his head.
I know, but that's 15 minutes ago. There he is. Hey.
Hey, me again.
I don't even know what to do at this point. We've already. You know what? I've already read it. Forget it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do this alone. Welcome to TMZ Live. There is some interesting information, not just about Nancy Guthrie, but about Savannah Guthrie. So there's been a lot of talk about how does she come back to the Today Show as long as things are unresolved. And the reality is, and our law enforcement sources are saying this, that this case could be unresolved for months, even years, before they find Nancy Guthrie. That is just a stark reality right now. The FBI does not have any solid leads, nor does the Pima County Sheriff's Office. They don't. And they are at a point now where this is becoming a cold case. So Savannah Guthrie acknowledged this in her last video, that it would take a miracle for her mom to be alive at this point. And there are realities to all of this. This is a very religious family. Nancy Guthrie was very religious. And, the closure of finding Nancy, whether she's alive or not, is something this family clearly needs. I mean, you see this written all over Savannah's face. as she's spoken over the last month. And she's not getting that closure. And so the question, what does she do? Does she come back to the Today Show and just, as they say, put on a happy face and, kind of, push this to the side for 2 hours a day, or not? And if she decides to come back, when does she do that? And does she address it if she comes back? She's going to have to say something. But it is a shadow, a cloud that will be cast over her. You can just feel it as you watch her, until there's some closure with her mom. So here's what we're told. We're told no decision has been made yet. And that Savannah, we are told, has not communicated anything to NBC in terms of a return date or lack thereof. And the important thing we're told is NBC has absolutely not exerted any pressure on her for any return date, that they are giving her the space she needs right now, but NBC is sitting back and waiting. So I think that, at this point, what you could say is it's up in the air, that, Savannah may come back. She may come back in 2 weeks. She may not come back. We don't know. She hasn't said, but NBC is not putting pressure on her. As for Nancy Guthrie, a video surfaced the other day of a dozen cars that were driving a couple of miles from the residence of Nancy Guthrie in the hours after the kidnapping. Because we know that at 2:22, that's when the Google video from the Nest camera captured this person at Nancy's front door. So that is at 2:22, at 2:12, that is when the Google search of the Nest camera revealed this man at Nancy's door. So he's there. Now, 2.5 miles away, there's a road, and there are cars going back and forth. One of them, the first one, you see pass 19 minutes after that video was taken. So theoretically, 19 minutes would be long enough for somebody perhaps to go inside, take Nancy, put her in a car, and drive those 2.5 miles. So it is possible, in terms of time, that one of those cars could be the kidnapper's car. And there were a dozen of these cars, in that period of time. But the first of which, 19 minutes after the person was on that doorstep. Our FBI sources say that this is a dead end, that the placement of the road against Nancy's house makes no sense, that it's the opposite direction from anything, and they have looked also at the ingress and egress around that road, and they have already looked at this and said, there is nothing here. So even though it seems enticing to see that car go by, the FBI, we're told, has already made a decision that there is no real lead produced by the video. So right now, they don't have a suspect. They don't have a person of interest. They do not have a vehicle. They clearly think there is something to that first ransom note that we and 2 local television stations in Tucson received. But as far as we know, they have not been able to track down who wrote that note, nor are they able to track down the person who has been sending us demand letters saying for a certain amount of money, they will give them information leading to Nancy and the kidnapper. So this is becoming a cold case, and it must be an absolute nightmare for the Guthrie family.
Hello, my name is Liza. I'm from Louisiana. Me personally, I think she should give it a little more time. Roughly, her mom's been missing for 26 days. I don't think they've dotted all their I's, nor crossed all their T's in that short time frame. I wouldn't return to Today's Show until my mom returned home.
But what happens? But I got to ask you, because think about this. What if they just don't find Nancy? Do you put your life in suspended animation?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
For how long? For 10 years?
If that's how long it takes for my mom to come back, absolutely.
But would your mom, I mean, look, God forbid, but would your mom want you to put your life on hold and basically mourn for 10 years and not be productive and not in any way try to become satisfied?
No, you have to look at it from a different point. I would say no, she wouldn't want me to mourn for 10 years, but I would. Being the daughter, I would mourn for 10 years until my mom returns.
Fair enough.
Conflicting opinions. Somebody saying,
I like that.
no, I think she should take time. Cold cases aren't the same as a normal death if that were to have occurred. She needs to find what little piece she's going to find. And immediately after that said, she needs to work and keep busy and live her life. Yes, it must be hard for her mindset under the public eye. She might be scared, but it's a way for her to keep busy.
Yeah, I mean, look, that would be my way of doing it, but I don't think that's the only way of doing it.
I agree.
You got to respect everybody's, just everybody's DNA on how they deal with. So I would deal with it the way that person said.
I would probably do the same.
But that doesn't mean everybody feels that way, and you can't say one's right and one's wrong.
Somebody asked, as far as insurance is involved, if a case is cold like that, is there any information?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get it's too kind of dark, but there is a way of getting a pronouncement of death at a point, and that opens that up. I don't think that's a big issue for Savannah.
Yeah. Someone said, everyone is replaceable, but I think NBC will let Savannah make that decision and not force her to make it. Plus, if they did, nobody would watch the Today Show again.
They're not forcing her. They're not.
Yeah. The cops won't quit. They're going to keep looking. I think we know that. Let's see here. Said absolutely, she needs to get back to work. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like she needs to. It's not that she needs to. She needs to do what she needs to do. It's like maybe you would do it that way and I would do it that way, but that doesn't mean she needs to. That makes it sound like there is one size fits all and that this is the way you live your life.
Yeah.
It could be more torturous for her to go back and pretend than not.
It's fine. Yeah.
I mean, we don't know.
Ashley Joyner said maybe her going back to work will give her another shot at a platform to get Nancy back. It's so sad and heartbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have, we talked about this the other day, that they think the best thing is going to be, over time, somebody's going to say something stupid in a bar where they're going to reveal something and it's going to open it up again. But right now, they're just hitting dead end after dead end.
Yep. Cheklo says the lack of closure is just horrible. Even in the video, like she said, even just knowing if she's in heaven or not brings that closure.
Yeah. Okay. What are we doing as A2? Yeah. Jason, can you come over here?
Everyone has their own personal way of coping with situations. Privacy and respect is what we can give. That's a good take. Oh, look, it's a personality hire.
Feds, no. Feds make 39 more arrests.
We're doing the church protest?
No.
Is there a concern among umpires that
Mark said it was 39. Are you sure?
Switcheroo. Yeah.
So 36.
You like being a lawyer?
I like this job.
Yeah.
So there were 30 arrested?
You like to read?
So 30 arrested today.
There was originally 9, now it's 39.
I love to read.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I thought about law school for a while.
Where'd you go to undergrad?
UGA.
Okay,
Georgia.
let me find
Go
page
Dogs.
3.
I'm reading Silver Snarling Trumpet right now.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the primary account of the history of the Grateful Dead.
Oh.
It's a good one.
Very cool.
Straight out of San Fran.
Tawanda, what am I doing? We're going to find out in a minute.
Yeah. I wish I could tell you.
Okay.
Lots of mixed opinions about Savannah returning back to work. Interesting stuff. How are you supposed to go to work when you don't know if your mom is alive or dead or hurt or injured? It is hard. She'll do what is right. I feel horrible for them all. Ashley Joyner with the Go Dogs in the chat. Barbara with an interesting point about, she said, Hoda will be happy to possibly get that job back. Of course, I don't think anybody wants this, so that's a hard thing to say. Yep.
Okay, let's do this. Where are we doing this? Where are we doing this? Okay. Yeah. Let me just see what the charges are again. It is. What is 18 U.S.C. 241 again? 241 and 248. $241 and 248.
241 is conspiracy against rights.
Okay. 248. And what?
Prohibits the use of force, threat of force, or physical obstruction, intentionally injure, etc., exercising religious freedoms.
Okay, I got it. Here we go. Well, a new federal indictment has come down in the Don Lemon case. You know, he was arrested for covering, I'm sorry, I'm just going to call it for what it is. He was covering a protest in a church in Minneapolis over the ICE, I was going to say the ICE capades, but really the deaths in Minneapolis, the arrests in Minneapolis, the violence in Minneapolis. There was a protest at a church. Don Lemon covered it. He was arrested. They said he was a co-conspirator. There were several other people arrested as well. Today, they are arresting, as we speak, they're still doing it, 30 other people. All the people, apparently, who were in that church protesting, they are arresting them, saying that they interfered with the parishioners' First Amendment right to exercise freedom of religion. There is a quote in the document that says a group of approximately 40 agitators, including all of the defendants named in the indictment, entered the church in a coordinated takeover-style attack and engaged in acts of oppression, intimidation, threats, interference, and physical obstruction alleged herein. So now 30 people additional have been arrested and charged with felonies, with federal crimes. And there's one thing in this document that I did find kind of interesting, and this is kind of off-putting, if true. They say, while inside the church, defendant Kelly disrupted the service by claiming, "This ain't God's house. This is the house of the devil." And that this person screamed, Nazi in congregants, and said, "Do you know to the kids, do you know your parents are Nazis? They're going to burn in hell." That's kind of off-putting, I gotta say.
It is off-putting. So I think we need to separate things here. There is a law that stops people from protesting at churches. We can think that law is anti-American, unconstitutional, but that exists. And most of the people there, let's hold Don Lemon aside, did in fact seem to break that law. We can, again, disagree with the law, but the law is what it is, and they seem to have broken it.
I don't think you can lump Don Lemon in that, because Don Lemon says I wasn't a protester, I was a reporter.
And he was covering the event, and obviously that's a heightened level of protection that, without journalists covering these things, we don't know about them.
It should immunize him.
Should immunize him, right. Now, the feds have alleged that he was actually sort of rabble-rousing and kind of drumming it up in order for him to film it, but we've seen the video, and it doesn't look, just like an impartial viewer that doesn't see that.
He's just not. He's saying that I'm going to follow you guys, I'm not going to give up the location, which is what any good journalist would say, because you don't want competitors to get the address. So why would he give that?
Right, right. There's no reason at all.
He's a journalist.
This reminds me so much on the other side of the political spectrum of what happened after January 6th. The feds are going through and they're reviewing the videotapes, and now they're adding more and more people to the indictment, saying they were all part of this grand conspiracy. That's exactly what happened on January 6th. Obviously, very different circumstances, but this is exactly the playbook the feds used to increase the number of indictments in that matter as well.
And that's the point. And look, whatever your political view is, who are you going to believe? This indictment or your lying eyes? That, yeah, they went into a church and they protested, and some people said some things that were awful.
Yeah.
Okay, that's clear. And maybe you're right about, that there is a violation of that law, maybe. Compare that to January 6th, because I think you got to do that, because both are the federal government making decisions where you have people breaking windows, injuring police officers, some of whom died after the fact.
A woman died, a protester died.
A protester died, but taking over the Capitol, defecating in Nancy Pelosi's office, taking over the speaker's chair, screaming, hang Mike Pence, looking for Mike Pence.
Don't forget carrying zip ties with the intent of taking Nancy Pelosi captive.
As the Congress hides in a room when their job was to certify the election. So when you take those circumstances and then look at it and see that people were convicted of that, and the president pardoned them and even called them patriots.
Yeah.
How do you square that with them going after somebody walking into a church for 20 minutes and doing this? How do you square the two?
It's unsquarable.
It is unsquarable.
Hi, this is Kimberly from Austin, Texas, and I totally agree with you. The precedent was set by the president, and now he's trying to throw enough spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks when it's politically convenient, and that just does not work in this circumstance. When it comes to Don Lemon and his arrest, obviously, there was he wasn't a part of it. He's using and these people are using their First Amendment right to a certain extent, of course. There was the protest aspect, but when we already have that legal precedent or the precedent set by the president for January 6th, this does not make any sense whatsoever. So I don't agree with this. You've got to have it one way or another. We've got to have consistency. And in this case, this is capricious and a lot of nonsense, quite frankly.
Okay, well, we'll end on her. That was great. Okay. Okay, what are people saying?
Courtney said, the FACE Act, you can't impede on others' ways of service. Republicans have been charged with that years ago. Now a Democrat has been charged, and they crying.
Wait, say that again?
The FACE Act, you can't impede on others' ways of services. Republicans have been charged with that years ago. Now a Democrat has been charged, and they're all crying.
Well, but that's not the point. The point is, if you want to look, if Donald Trump said, I'm going to pardon all these people because they're patriots after what they did, how do you then justify prosecuting these people? If that's all they were doing was peacefully protesting, which is the way Donald Trump characterized January 6th, how do you possibly prosecute people in the church when you're pardoning people in the Capitol? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's not about Democrat, Republican. It's about one person, Donald Trump and his Justice Department, on the one hand, pardoning the conduct of January 6th, and then prosecuting people in a church. How do you square the two? You cannot square those two.
That was good. Ashley said, that is such a tacky move by the federal government to impose such charges. What about the right to protest?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's complicated because there is a right to protest. There's also a right to freedom of religion. And, you have two competing constitutional rights. And then the question, what would the Supreme Court do? Because this is going to go to the Supreme Court. This will go to the Supreme Court. I am convinced of that. Assuming they get convicted.
Yeah.
If they don't get convicted, it's not going to. I don't think it gets appealed. But and there's nothing they can do because once they're acquitted, case is over.
Yeah.
So if they get convicted, it'll go to the Supreme Court.
Two questions here. One, what would you like for lunch? Think about that for a second. And two, there Chandra said there's no longer boundaries at this point. It's like some can do it and others can't, and it is getting old. Ahi tuna sandwich.
You know, is it getting old? Yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is getting old. A lot of the bombastic stuff is getting old for people. And I didn't think that until a couple of weeks ago. But when you start looking at poll numbers, people are not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't tell somebody everything's great when they're not feeling it. And the funny thing is, Donald Trump won the election because Joe Biden stupidly said that. And Donald Trump is repeating exactly what Joe Biden said.
Take that.
It's true.
You cannot rationalize insanity.
Well, you can, here's the thing, you can't rationalize insanity, but you can apparently normalize insanity. And insanity has been normalized for a while now, and I think that's changing some.
Interesting.
I think people have reached their limit.
The point is, Republican or Democrat, two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, I think, listen, I ain't saying this because the Democratic Party's been so great. They've been ridiculous. The Democratic Party can take a good idea and ruin it.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. They have, there are good fundamental ideas, and then they take them to the extreme and they ruin it. And the Democratic Party has done that for years. The Republican Party, look what they're doing now. So that's why more and more people are not affiliated with parties, because they hate both of them.
Mm. And for lunch?
It's going to be a Caesar, chicken Caesar.
Good one.
Or an ahi tuna wrap.
Chicken Caesar or ahi tuna wrap.
Okay.
God,
let
can't
me
go
get
wrong.
My notes.
Can't go wrong.
No, I've got notes here. Okay, so I'm going to throw this out. Oh, no, actually, I'm going to keep this.
Common sense isn't common anymore, says Krista.
And
interesting stuff. Scotty P said, Talia, stupid
done.
Comments. I'm not making them up. I'm reading them right out the chat. So, tell that to your fellow chat members, not to old Talia. Courtney said Don was able to pardon some of the rioters.
He put out
I don't know about that.
Yeah, in 2018 he posted it.
Yeah. Okay.
Take it away.
Okay, can you put him up?
I understand.
Hey, David and Julie, it's Harvey. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
We can hear you.
I hear you now. Are you in? Are you guys in Sweden?
Yeah, we're in Sweden.
I'm jealous.
Really?
You seen what's going on in America?
Yeah.
But if you saw our weather right now, I mean.
Yeah, well, you take the good, you take the bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, we are ready to roll if you guys are.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's David Martinson, right? Okay, here we go. So in 2018, a guy named David Martinson posted a video on YouTube with a confession. He's just ugly, he says. And this video resonated like you would not believe. 26 million people saw this video. I'm going to tell you a story about David and then bring him on. But first, here's what David said about himself.
I feel really alone. And I felt like I was gonna search YouTube for people with the same issue as me. And that is being really unattractive. I've met people that are girls that are extremely overweight and don't look well as well. And they tell me, you're not my type, you're way too ugly. Or they make up an excuse like, oh, you didn't text me the same day. I can't have you as a contact. And they do anything to get rid of you. So where am I standing in this all right now? Extremely depressed, extremely sad, feeling like giving up. I've never in my entire life gotten a single compliment that's been real. Everyone has always just used me. When it comes to love, at least for me in the place I live, only matters how you look.
Well, this resonated with people in various ways. There are a lot of people who just felt that it was so sad and heartfelt what he said, and there are others who mocked him. But there's one woman by the name of Julie who said to him, she commented, "I actually think you're kind of cute, to be honest. I mean it." Well, guess what? Take a look at this picture. This is Julie and David and their child. They are now married. And I'm so excited about this. I'm going to bring them on right now. David and Julie, you are in Sweden, I know. Welcome to TMZ Live back here in the United States.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
So, I'm so happy that you guys found each other, but I want to start with the video. Were you just trying to get this off your chest? I mean, there were some people who thought you were fishing for compliments. There were some people who felt it was a cry for help. What was the purpose of putting that video out?
All right, so there's not just one single specific reason for that. I was going through a really bad time in my life. I had been single for about a year, roughly a year or something like that. And none of my friends were available to support me. And during those tough times, what I used to do is I used to write my feelings down in a notepad and then I just delete it. But this time I decided I'm gonna make a video that I hope no one will see, and I'm just gonna put it up on a brand new YouTube channel and hope it gets lost in the ether.
And it didn't. 26 million people saw it. Julie, you were one of the 26 million people. What was it that made you to kind of connect to David?
Well, to be fair, I just found him cute. I mean, many people ask me what motivated you? And the raw truth is like, I just found him attractive. He was attractive to me. So I just felt like giving him the compliment. And then we started talking through Discord and we just connected very deeply. Like we realized that we were meant for each other.
David, did you believe her when she said, "I find you attractive, I find you cute"? Given what you had said, did you believe her?
I don't remember you ever saying that to me when we were like getting to know each other, because we met through Discord. She was on what I used to do when my channel was starting to get attraction was I made a Discord where I wanted to try to help people and be supportive for people who are having a rough time. And she was one of the moderators there.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked from time to time, and we eventually just found that we had a bond together, and eventually it led to more, and here we are.
Okay, so now I'll play Dr. Phil. So now you have found the love of your life. You have a child together. You have a solid family. What does that do to your underlying feelings of feeling ugly?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I am extremely privileged and blessed that I got such attraction on YouTube. I got such world reach, and I don't know. I'm just extremely lucky person. I gotta say, which is something I always used to say. I'm very unlucky in everything, but this one time I finally felt like I'm extremely blessed to have been able to get such a reach and find such a wonderful wife and lifelong partner. However, I still feel like it's like the core message and the things that I said in the video are actually true still. It's a struggle I've gone through most of my entire life. And more or less, if I had to reflect back on it, I think I was a little bit too negative, but I mean, I was drunk, I was really depressed, and I just went very hardcore on a very doomer mode. I believe that even if a person is unattractive, there are ways to find happiness and find a partner. It's just a very tedious and unfair process for most people. So I understand it and at the same time, I feel like an outliner in a way.
You know,
or outlier. My English isn't perfect. Sorry.
No, you're doing great. I gotta say, when I first read your story, I didn't see the video at first. I read it, and I didn't know what I was gonna see when I watched it. And then when I watched it, I thought, this guy is kind of in his head because he's not physically what he was describing. Because when I had read the words, and I'm looking at you now, and I see you got a hat on, you've got big glasses on. Are you still like kind of covering up because it affects you?
At this point in my life, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care. I mean, all that matters to me is that my wife is happy, and that's kind of that was my mindset back then too. Because if the whole world found me unappealing, that wouldn't matter as long as there's that one person who wants to be with me and is happy with me. That's the only thing that matters. So I mean, of course, I still have underlying bad self-views, but it kind of shifts. Most of my life, when I've looked at myself in the mirror, I usually think like, I'm not that bad looking, you know? It depends on the day and stuff, especially when I was younger, because when I was younger, I was extremely fit. So I used to look at myself and I was like, you know, I went into everything with a good confidence and I was repeatedly shut down and had all these bad experiences. So I learned that what I think doesn't really matter. It's how you look is something that others perceive, and like that's what really matters. Your own self-view is not gonna do much, you know.
Julie, when you guys are sitting around the dinner table or just talking, does this subject come up still, or is it kind of in the past and you just live your life? Or because it sounds like he still deals with this. So is this something you guys talk about?
Well, to be fair, that's kind of in the past. Like, we're just like any other married couple. We just live our life. Like, we just do our daily routine, take care of our baby. But yes, sometimes he might get a little bit depressed. For example, he doesn't like me taking pictures of him. He doesn't like taking selfies. Sometimes I want to take cute couple selfies, but he's like looking the other way because he doesn't want to look at the camera. And I try to assure him, honey, come on, I love you. You're beautiful to me. It's just a picture for us. Come on. But yeah, I mean, I can still see that he doesn't have good self-esteem, which is something I'm trying to reinforce on him, but that's up to him, you know.
It's more like whenever I see myself, it kind of, the past comes flushing back and I get depressed. So I get depressed when I see myself. It's not necessarily that I think I look bad or something, because many times I see myself.
Yeah, you don't. You don't. I'm just telling you as an objective observer, you do not. Who does the baby look like?
She looks like a baby. Like, I have to say, to me, everyone says that she got his size and she got my my mouth. So she's like a cute mix of the both of us.
Well, that's good.
We all have varied opinions about that, but I think my opinion matters very little because I'm partially face blind. So I have a very difficult time recognizing people, and it's to the point where I sometimes forget how my family members look and stuff. So I don't think I am a proper judge of character to say how my daughter looks, you know.
That's fair.
I don't know. I personally think she doesn't look like any one of us, but I think my wife has a better tell on that.
Well, look, I love having you guys on. It's such a nice story that you guys found love, and we're really happy that you spent some time with us. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Really appreciate it. They were great. Let's make that D.
The comments sentiment is oddly beautiful and positive. I feel like our comments are usually quick to make some snap judgments, and people are saying
they're great.
Everyone is. There's someone for everyone, and he just needs to build some confidence that he is great, and it's a beautiful relationship, and they're blessed with a child. And
no, they're really great.
That's great.
What is
Very sweet love
B1,
story.
guys?
Soul Photog said,
Let's
tell
do
him
Kelly.
some of the prettiest people get ignored.
Can you guys, Anakin, can you print Kelly Clarkson out? Is that up?
No, I had you on whatever we call
Is Kelly up?
Kelly's up, yeah.
Can you print it out
You
for
are a
me?
human being, just love yourself. Yeah. You will be having a chicken Caesar for lunch.
I figured. And Anakin, we're gonna do that place in Manhattan Beach for the chicken Caesar.
Yeah.
Devin, what's the name of that place again?
Face blindness?
Nick's. Yeah, order it now and then just have them go over.
People are saying face blindness is a real syndrome where you can't perceive how you look to other people too.
I believed he had it. They were so sweet.
Yeah, very sweet. Everyone deserves to be
That
loved.
was so nice.
That was a good one. I was intrigued to see what kind of angle that would take.
I really liked it. I really liked it.
Simple Confusion says, they found love in a hopeless place. You know that song?
Yeah.
I don't know what kind.
I know it.
All right,
Sorry.
look, I don't know.
It wasn't terrible.
I'm taking voice lessons.
No, it wasn't terrible.
Really? Thanks. And I was trying to do it funny too. I'm in improv class right now too. That's why I'm so. Yes, and Harvey is gonna do another story.
What is B2?
Courtney Makeupson with a lot of good takes today. Try a counseling session. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's C now?
Woody Wood said, he gives me confidence and I love his worth to this world. He makes me feel seen. So true.
I can make Ray J C2.
I love that.
C1. Yeah, I may not need a C2.
Samantha L, I think I have facial recognition issues. It's so true. I'll even look back on photos like in college when I was like, oh, like I felt like so bad about myself. I felt like I was so gross. And I look at pictures now, I'm like, wait, I was like rail thin, beautiful, like healthy, long hair. Like what was I ever complaining about? You never know. You gotta be kinder to yourself. True that. The one hit wonder said, he's a 10 in Wisconsin. I love that that scale theory where it's like a New York 6 is an LA 10.
Okay. I am ready to go for Kelly. Okay.
Here we go, a little Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How many seasons? Kelly was on 7 seasons, right? Okay, here we go. Kelly Clarkson is not returning to her talk show after 7 seasons. And the way it looked, the show was simply going to go off the air. But there is a big twist right now. Pink is substituting for Kelly Clarkson this week. And the staff is really taken by her. And apparently, so is NBC. We are told that they are taking, as it was put to us by somebody connected to all of this, a hard look at Pink as somebody who would, I mean, I don't want to even say replace Kelly Clarkson because the show itself would be redone and it would be Pink, not Kelly Clarkson. So that's getting way ahead of ourselves because no decision has been made. We don't even know if Pink wants that, but we are told that NBC does not want to squander that time period. It's a really profitable time period for NBC where the Kelly Clarkson show is. And they don't want to just give it up to somebody else. So, and there are other stations that they have to sell the show to. And if Kelly goes off the air, CBS might sell a show to one of these independent stations. So they want to keep the stations. And they are looking at Kelly Clarkson, at Pink. And I kind of loved this. There was one person we talked to connected to all of this saying how nice Pink is and how easy it is to work with her. And the way the person put it was, this is a no butthole zone, if you know what I mean. And Pink is part of that. She is a nice person who is easy to work with, and they're crossing their fingers over at the Kelly Clarkson show, hoping that NBC would give this a go.
Yeah, and this is really exciting too, because I think a lot of people that have been watching the Kelly Clarkson show never really thought that Pink would be so good. But like you said, she's been guest hosting since Monday. She is fantastic. Everyone is loving her. She is perfect for this to be like a permanent role for her. Also, we're told too that she's been living in New York.
Right.
Obviously, that's where the show films.
Right.
So just the fact that she is kind of showing that she's open to being on the East Coast too makes it something that could possibly turn into a permanent role.
I think the Kelly Clarkson show started on the West Coast and then they moved it to the East Coast.
Yes, but it is
so they could go back and
now.
forth depending on where.
True, but she is showing like she will be available to be over there. Obviously, if they need her, she is living over there.
Right.
So it works out.
The one problem is that we're getting into March and it's kind of late in the season for these various stations that buy shows, that they've done it a lot in January and February. So it's unclear how many of these stations are still available. My guess is that they will figure something out if Pink wants to do it.
Ooh.
Hey, it's Becca Berger from Warwick, Rhode Island. So Pink has been in the news so much this week. This is the third big story for her. And I think it's kind of a natural transition from Kelly Clarkson to Pink. There's a lot of similarities there, both in their career and their career span and their music. One big difference is, yes, Kelly Clarkson is outspoken. She is she's very relatable, I should say. But Pink is very outspoken. She's not afraid to go there in terms of politics and where she stands. So it'll be interesting to see how the daytime audience receives that.
Well, you know, it's funny because the daytime audience will receive some of that. We saw it with Ellen and Rosie O'Donnell. But when it gets to a point, it's such a divisive country right now that if you go too far, you lose half the audience and you lose the show. So that's going to be the trick. Okay.
People saying Pink is a rad human. They'd love to see her host a show.
We can do that.
People saying, did she split with her husband? I believe that came out to be false. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Okay, so we're going to do Ray J right now? I'm sorry,
Pink
Paris.
flipping through the air at her concert. There's definitely some opportunities there.
How long do you need for Paris?
Thank you so much for whatever's out right now.
How long do you need? Okay, who's doing this with me?
Sorry. On the phone. I think a lot of people agree, Pink's concert stunts would do really well on daytime TV. I think that'd be good. Yeah.
Tell them let's do Don Lemon. Let's do the indictment.
Karaoke with Pink would be incredible. Boy, do I agree. Karaoke? No.
Karaoke?
Yeah. Pinkioke? Pink flipping through the air?
Pink?
That seems to be her iconic moment.
Yeah, but I mean, Pink she has such an amazing voice.
She does.
I mean, it's
is
not
her talking voice?
I mean, that's the thing. Kelly Clarkson is so good as a singer that, you know, who do you bring in? Pink is at the same level.
Yeah.
So that's probably a bonus.
Marla said Kelly Clarkson is just an incredibly positive person, so whoever slides into that role better be hella positive.
I don't know about whether you need to have. I think it's a huge mistake to try and duplicate the person before you.
I agree.
It's a big mistake. Okay, Debbie, you ready?
I agree.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to need some help. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Is there anything that we said is...
Whew. I can't imagine holding a camera. I'm pooped from just standing. It's quite ergonomic. It reminds me of the, have you ever seen the swimming pools on a cruise ship that are gyroscopic? So they move with the weight of the boat so the pool never spills.
Okay,
it's kind of the vibe. Take it away.
So there is a reunion, and personally, this makes me so happy. I've known Debbie Rowe for a long, long time. And Debbie Rowe, if you remember, was once married to Michael Jackson, carried 2 of his children. And one of them is Paris Jackson. And Debbie really didn't know Paris after Paris was born. I mean, one of the deals they had was that Debbie would not be part of her life, and that Michael would raise her. And Michael did until he died in 2009. And Paris was estranged from Debbie for a long time. They reunited at a point during Paris's teens, and that didn't work, and Paris had her own struggles, and Debbie tried to help, and Paris was not receptive to it. So this has been a back and forth relationship for a long time. Frankly, I thought they were going to just kind of go their separate ways. And then last night we got these pictures of Paris and Debbie together. This is at Debbie's ranch in Southern California. And they are not just back together, they are close again. They see each other every week. They ride horses at Debbie's ranch. And it's just, you know, Paris has been through it. And so has Debbie. And just the fact that they are close now is really something.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, apparently they've really bonded over the horses. There's some video of them riding, so that was kind of
Debbie is all about
what brought them back together, at least now. But the interesting, I mean, at the end of the day, it's her biological mom. It's always going to be her mom no matter what. And at the end of the day, it's like, Paris has talked about how Debbie wasn't there for her when she was like a little kid, and then they were more like an adult relationship once they got to know each other.
Not so much, she's my mom, she's my friend. Yeah.
But they have always been there for each other. Debbie got cancer, breast cancer. Paris was there for her. Paris had all the drug issues. Debbie was there for her. So it's like, it's just nice to see them together, and you know.
Yeah, and it was going back and forth so that they would be together, and then it would, Paris would go off, and the 2 of them would have.
We were told they're very different as far as like people. So it's just an interesting combination. But at the end of the day, it's her mom.
It's really, really nice.
Hi, my name is John Charles Aguilar from Los Angeles, California, and I got to say that I love this story. This story is amazing. For Paris to reunite with her mother is just amazing. I mean, we have I'm sure you had a family member that you had issues with in the past, but just in order to rekindle that relationship is very, very. I love it. It's great.
And they are genuinely tight right now, which is really great.
John Charles is one of the regulars in our chat. He is on every day. Every morning he's hanging out with us. It's so cool to see his face and hear his voice.
Oh, that's the first time he was on?
No, he's been on a couple times. He's a beast mode, John Charles. Everyone in the comments is saying, yeah, go John!
Do you remember, how did Debbie...
That's great. So is that our main man?
She was the receptionist or the head nurse
speaker
in Arnie
of the
Klein's
chat.
office.
John Charles, great work. A lot of people saying...
Andy used to go skiing with Arnie Klein and Debbie Rowe.
Before he knew you?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, I'm ready for Kim K. Wait a minute, are we doing that? I forgot. Did we just finish B?
Their family, they got to rekindle.
So now we're doing C. Got it. Are we doing Ryan?
He said, yay,
okay.
chat.
Here we go.
Yes, 2.
Sure, let me see what you got. For this ever to be an issue, Kardashian must first pass the bar exam, something admittedly she has not yet done. Okay. That's good. Regardless, it is unclear.
Welcome to it.
No,
yeah.
Kill that. Well, the one I want is, it is my understanding that...
Doing nothing tonight. Going to Big Bear. Get right in bed and sleep for like 15 hours.
Harvey, a little step to your right. Sorry, the other way. Your other right.
That work? Yep. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. Ready? Let me just see what time it is. Okay, we're okay. This lawsuit between the Kardashians and Ray J has just taken an even more ridiculous turn. So the Kardashians, Kim in particular, has filed new legal docs. Remember that the Kardashians say that Ray J defamed them by saying that the Kardashians are the subject of a federal racketeering investigation, which is not true. I mean, that is just not true. There's no evidence of that. Ray J said it, and they're suing for defamation, saying it has really hurt their reputations. I don't know that's true at all, but that's what they say. So here's what Kim is saying. She is saying that what Ray J said will impact her ability to practice law in the future. So in these documents, this is Kim. It is my understanding that before becoming an attorney, the California State Bar evaluates moral character through a comprehensive background investigation, including investigation of allegations of criminal misconduct or dishonesty. And Kim goes on to say that they look at moral character and that the allegation itself could impact her ability to practice law. So in response to that, Ray J took a shot at Kim, who failed the bar exam, saying, for this ever to be an issue, Kardashian must first pass the bar exam, something she admittedly has not yet done. So the idea that if Kim passes the bar exam, the State Bar of California is going to say, Ray J said on some YouTube when he was out of his head
that the feds are after her.
That the feds are after her. We're not going to. It's ridiculous.
No, never would happen?
Ever in a million years would never happen. And so why are the Kardashians suing him? Because it's not affecting their reputation.
I think they just want him to stop talking. I think he, every year, comes out with some new statement about the family, some new drama that he wants to drag them into. So, yeah, I think they kind of just want to use this to make him shut up.
You know what I think this is about?
What?
The sex tape.
I think that also is part of it, yes.
I think this is about the sex tape and all of this stuff about racketeering and everything else. They want him, like you said, to shut up because he keeps bringing that up, tape. And they want to put that so far in their rear view. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I mean, I think if they end up in court in this thing, I think that if it ever went to a jury, the jury would say, yes, you've defamed them. And here's what you're going to get, $1. Because
you can't prove damages.
What have they done? I mean,
they haven't lost endorsement deals. They haven't lost TV show. I mean,
anything.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
And so the idea of going through this, and they're probably, at this point, they're going to be paying millions of dollars in attorney's fees. Millions of dollars in attorney's fees.
Absolutely.
For what? And they're going to get $1 back. I mean, seriously, they will get $1 back.
I also don't think it's going to shut up Ray J, but yeah.
I don't think it's going to shut up Ray J either.
Yeah.
I am Laura in Anaheim, California, and Scooty Bike Ray J isn't wrong. Never thought those words would part my lips, but to say that he's jeopardizing her being able to become a lawyer and she's never passed the bar is uncultivated, especially since it's been some time now. So is it really a comment issue or is it a realization that time has lapsed and nary a past bar exam in sight? No shade, no shade. But would this really be discussion if she did pass the bar? Questions that need answers.
Well, it's not going to have an impact if she passes the bar. But honestly, I think Ray J's lawyer does have a point here that for Kim to say she's suffering damages when she hasn't yet passed the bar exam, so it's not an issue, I think Ray J scored a point here. Okay. That work for you guys? What's E?
Jesse said, Kim has every right to say what she wants, but girl, pass that exam already.
Yeah, no, this is getting ridiculous.
Because they got nothing better to do, Antonio says.
It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
So now we're doing influencer prenups. Okay.
It's kind of interesting. Like, are their followers an asset accumulated during the course of the
Ooh.
It's an asset.
That's a good question.
It's an asset. Yeah, no. It's a total asset. Oh, guys.
What, the back is going or
This
what?
week, no, man. Back's
Oh,
fine.
all right.
You
were standing like it
Jews
hurt.
do that.
I know. I do it all the time.
I mean,
Charles yelled at me when he was here. He's like, "What do you have to groan and complain
Jews
about?"
just do that.
We love to groan and
I have
complain.
people at my gym who literally will turn to me like I'm not even talking to them, and they say, "Could you please stop moaning?"
And do you stop? Are you going to take that?
No,
are you going
I'm
to
like,
take that critique?
Like, I know,
Yeah, it is.
Jews just do that.
Just you
They
got to
just
get
do.
it out. I feel
They
that.
just do.
Yep.
But the guy who said it farts all the time, and it's bad.
Oh my God.
No, and it's bad.
I think that's a sign of a healthy system.
No, not that fart. No, it's like, I mean, literally, he'll walk away, and then everybody is like, what the? No, it's just unbelievable.
Do you have a guest pass? I really want to come to the gym one morning.
My gym is so great. My gym is the best gym in the world. There are these two guys at my gym, Larry and Ben, and literally we were standing out. They argue about everything, and we're standing outside waiting for the gym to open this morning, and Larry says something like, he says good morning to Ben, and Ben's like, and Ben doesn't respond. And Larry says, what, you don't respond to saying good morning? And then Larry says, he said, I didn't hear good morning. Well, I said it out loud. And they start arguing about good morning. And it was fabulous. It was like a 5-minute argument over it. And they got mad at each other. It was great.
Our experiences at the gym are very different.
Oh, I love these guys. They're hysterical. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll speak to it. Okay, here we go. This is E, right? Okay. It is a whole new world in the world of divorce. It used to be that when couples fight over, who gets what, it's about money and furniture and things like that. And, then all of a sudden prenups came along, and then people would kind of account for, my salary is my salary, and what you make is what you make. And we're going to separate the two so that if we get divorced, I keep what I made, you keep what you made. And that's kind of clean. Here's the issue in 2026. Check this out. These are influencers who are either engaged or married, and they're all tying the knot. What happens if it goes south and either they have a prenup or don't have a prenup, and they have to look at the assets that they have to split? And maybe the biggest asset they have is their IP, their intellectual property, where they have created, maybe even jointly, an Instagram account or something on Twitter or YouTube or Substack or something where you can't necessarily say, what are those 678,000 followers worth and who gets what?
Well, I mean, in any other asset, right? Let's pretend there's no prenup. Those are just an asset like any other.
But how do you value it?
Well, it's got value, right? So they have 500,000 followers or 2 million followers, and they make a certain amount of money based on those followers. That is a joint marital asset.
Okay, but here's the thing: say you've got somebody. If I'm married to somebody and I have my own Instagram account and they say, well, that should be split and I pay them money. But what if they have like a joint thing? And if they have a joint thing and somebody says, well, it's worth $2 million, so I get $1 million. And then the other person says, well, you're not going to get $1 million because when you go away, it's not going to be worth as much anymore.
Sure.
So you shouldn't get $1 million, you should get 300,000.
I think look at the Bezos as what they did with Amazon, right? They kind of created it together, but he became the face of it and everything else. So if that situation, if there's no prenup, how would they have worked that out so that it's so much more valuable to him, even though they created it together? It's no different than creating the IP in the online TikTok space.
The only difference is that with Amazon, you can look at clear profits and losses.
Oh, you can't hear too, right?
Yeah, but it's more ephemeral. That you're looking at, followers, and how do you monetize a follower? What are they worth? I mean, they're going to be worth something to an advertiser, right? But how do you monetize a follower who might go away?
Right.
I mean, are they each worth $100 or what?
Well, it's not quite that much, but there is a value. I mean, Instagram, for example, or TikTok will pay you a certain amount depending on how many followers you have. Advertisers will pay you a certain amount. That's what lawyers and accountants are for when it comes down to the divorce.
And by the way, we are covering. Hey, Aiden, come over here real quick. Aiden,
Aiden,
come here. They are getting divorced now.
Where's he going?
And Aiden, come over here. This way. What just happened?
Aiden, go slower. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
No,
Aiden,
he was kidding, Aiden. Okay. So we're talking about. No, you shouldn't be terrified. We're talking about influencers who get married and then divorce, and how they split up a YouTube channel or an Instagram channel. They are getting divorced now. I mean, because I've been reading about it, that there are influencers who get married, and I'm seeing more divorces these days.
Okay.
Are you?
I'm not. I feel like last time I saw that was like the Ace family when they got divorced. Catherine and Austin McBroom.
Oh, I remember that actually.
Yeah. When they got divorced, it was a huge thing too, because everyone was like, "What are they like? How are they going to split up the money from these channels?" But I've seen more breakups, not with even people. It's like when two friends get together and make a big Instagram account or a big YouTube account, and they break up. It's as if a couple.
Well, it's kind of the Alice Cooper thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of that.
Yeah. There's this one. A lot of them. It always gets. I feel like it's messier than normal like public breakups because there's always like a separation of who's going to take the YouTube channel, who's going to take the revenue, who's going to take the monetization.
Well, that's what you're bringing up. It's not quite just like tangible assets.
That's
and
right.
Selling things.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how slow you can walk back to your desk.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the same speed you were coming over here with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're out.
Oh my God.
Wow. Alexa's next. Alexa.
Okay.
Oh, Simple Confusion said, did that couple you had on earlier have a prenup? He has 20+ million views. If they get divorced, does the money from those videos?
Well, no. It was, but that was a one-off.
A one-off, yeah.
Now we're doing what for F?
That's true. Like,
oh, right. Okay.
The Scotts got divorced.
Okay.
Who gets that Instagram account?
Are we ready on it?
I guess whoever's phone it's on.
I don't need yeah, I don't need, I can just do this on my own. Yeah. Here we go.
No floor?
So Benny was on with Lil Dicky? On Kimmel. Okay. What's the name of the podcast again? What's the name of the pod? Okay, here we go. So Benny Blanco is taking his dirty feet on the road. So we showed you yesterday that during filming of their, what's the name of the podcast again? During the filming of their Friends Keep Secrets podcast with Lil Dicky, we saw Benny's incredibly dirty feet on Lil Dicky's sofa, which was pretty disgusting. And this got a lot of traction. A lot of people were talking about it. He ended up on a foot fetish website, got 3 out of 5. And so Jimmy Kimmel decided he was going to get a piece of the action here. So he brought Lil Dicky and Benny Blanco on the show to talk about Benny's dirty feet.
First of all,
inexplicable.
First of all, it's the facility's fault. It's not mine. The floors are. I have great feet. Hold on.
Now you're saying the facility.
It's Kristen and
Dave's house.
Someone zoom in on my foot. Look at that.
We can't see the bottom.
Okay, look at that foot. Clean foot. Look at that. Are you kidding me?
It was the first day we filmed anything, so the crew was coming in and out. It probably was a little bit.
You should get an OnlyFans for that thing.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So you're saying that Dave's floors are not clean, and that's the reason that your foot.
On that day, it was.
Thank
dirty.
you.
On that day.
On a few days. A few of the days it's been dirty.
So I got to say, incredibly smart of the two of them to do this, because I think it was intentional. And they've gotten more publicity off the podcast because of this than they ever could have otherwise. Secondly, the dirty feet got 3 out of 5 on the foot fetish website. And so we looked again to see how they would evaluate it with clean feet, the way he was on Jimmy Kimmel last night, and he only got a 3 out of 5. So clean feet didn't score him anything more than dirty feet.
I'm Harvey Levin from Fort Smith, Arkansas. Benny's feet went viral, and through it all, Benny continues to show up smiling. That's undeniable main character energy. At this point, Benny's feet have generated more media attention than many of today's biggest celebrities. Benny didn't simply launch a podcast. He created a true soul content.
Oh, God. Oh, please.
I'll see my way.
You have a future in local news. What else you want to talk about?
Hi, I'm Allison Smith. I'm from Columbus, Mississippi, and I'll be talking about the case with the lawsuit with Kim Kardashian and Ray J. Now, in my opinion, Ray J rants are not helping Kim Kardashian, but at the same time, it's Ray J. So people are not really taking Ray J serious. They think that he is doing this for attention or looking for a clippable moment. Now, she's going to have to go through California moral case review anyway, so they're going to be looking to see if she has anything in her past, regardless if Ray J is saying anything or not.
No, you know what they're going to do? They're going to have a committee and say, well, we should look at the sex tape and see if this is morally reprehensible. One more.
This is Heather Monica, and I'm going to be speaking about Savannah Guthrie. She still hasn't made a decision on whether she's going to return to the Today Show, which is really understandable considering the circumstances and what her family is going through after her mother got kidnapped from her home not that long ago. I believe personally she has worked so hard to get that position. I personally think that she is going to come back to the Today Show. I find it very hard to think that she would give up that position after all the work that she's put in to be in this spot.
We just don't know. I mean, ultimately, it's her decision. Take out the you have a future in local news, please. I shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, G is Rihanna. Okay,
That was great.
Let's do it.
He said, why walk barefoot on that dirty floor? I don't think he knew it was dirty, but I guess you never know. Whew.
Can we get Eric out here? Because I need him for this. Yeah. You want a minute? Yeah, I'm going to bring Eric out for this.
Yeah, because of this. You gotta watch this. There was an earthquake.
The great feet debate.
Other than music.
We were talking a lot about Benny Blanco's dirty feet this morning.
Were you?
In the pre-show. Yeah,
Brennan's just.
I think that was the best thing he could have done to clear his name.
Oh, here.
Best thing he could have done to clear his name was show
Clear
a
his
clean
name.
foot.
This is the best thing that happened to Benny Blanco since Selena Gomez.
I still. Ooh, that's true.
It's
We
true.
were also talking. I was talking about that with
We're
Jackson
talking about
this
Benny
morning.
like crazy. It was brilliant.
I think there's such a
I
successful.
wish I would have thought of that for Two Angry Men.
Ew.
Yeah, I would have.
Showing that jellyfish thing, you had the opportunity
That's
and
what I
you
should have
didn't.
done. That's what I should have done.
I told you, everyone wants to see that
It was so
liquid-filled
gross.
blister.
Why didn't I do that?
I know.
I could have said, I'll show it to you on the Two Angry Men podcast.
That would have been good. Maybe you'll get stung again soon. We could only be so lucky.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my God, somebody said the squatty potty footprints in the staff bathroom, because we saw a picture of it the other
Oh, you
day,
did?
match Benny Blanco's disgusting feet. Maybe he's the culprit.
I love that squatty potty.
I didn't need to know that, but I'm glad you do.
It's the best.
Well, the people are boycotting the squatty potty. There's some crazy allegations against the founder. Did you hear about this?
No.
He was arrested for alleged child pornography.
What?
Yes, I did a video on this on social. It did like millions of views.
Oh my
He
God.
was arrested, so
Oh my God.
we may have to vacate that out of the bathroom.
No.
Okay. We'll separate the art from the artist on this one.
Evacuate
We'll evacuate it. Oh.
Okay, here we go. There. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there is a chance Rihanna is making new music. This guy, Eric, knows everything about music, real or fake.
At this point, I think she just enjoys getting our hopes up. Honestly, I think she knows what she's doing.
So she's in the studio.
It's been 10 years since her last album. She will post pictures in the studio, or there were shot pictures of her like shooting a music video once, and nothing ever comes of it. And then we get her Smurf soundtrack song, which is one line looped over a beat. But maybe this time it's real.
Okay, so she's in the studio, and it's kind of disco-y.
Well, we don't hear any music in the studio. You see her, she's got a book writing maybe notes or lyrics or something. She's at a mixing board. She's with like her songwriting partners. Seems like she's recording something, but it's a full video of her whole night. The first half of the night is her at a Fenty meeting. The last part is her making a Mardi Gras costume for her son Riot. And in the middle is the studio footage. There's no music on the studio part, obviously. The first part, she's playing Le Freak by Chic, like one of the great disco classics. The last part with the kid, she's playing Chaka Khan's I'm Every Woman. Both of those are disco funk classics from 1978.
She could bring
Maybe she's
disco
hinting.
back. She could literally bring disco back. That would be
quite an accomplishment.
That would be the end of my life. That would make me totally satisfied.
You're gonna go club into Rihanna?
Oh, absolutely.
All
roller
right, you heard
roller
it.
skates.
Now she has to do it.
Okay, have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. Okay, guys, you good? Yep. Okay.
Hey, how does it feel? You did it.
Yeah, now I got a podcast and a documentary to do.
All right. Hey,
Okay.
can't stop, won't stop.
Are those new shoes?
Yeah, I've been trying to find something that's I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find something that's comfortable.
Oh, you gotta get On Clouds. Oh.
What are those?
The new tennis shoes, you know, all the tennis players wear them.
They're really good for your arch support in the back.
They're really good. They're the new, like, tennis shoe.
And they're comfortable?
Yes,
Very.
everyone in LA has that.
On Cloud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just says on, but the logo is OC for On Cloud.
On Cloud.
Like you're walking on a cloud. There's also
Similar to a Hoka.
You've seen these.
No,
Don't do Hokas, man. Once you
Well, no, because I got to get some. I'll try. I'm actually going to try that. Okay. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Farewell. Peace out.
Okay.
And folks, that's Friday. I'm really excited to sit down and eat something and then go home and go to bed. So thank you very much. I will see you bright and early Monday morning. Stay tuned. You never know what's going to be happening. See you then.